viewers, welcome to today's live stream. Hope you guys are doing swell today. We are back with a, come on, let me zoom in, prism, there we go. We are back with another reaction today. Well, first of all, let me check how we sound real quick. We sound good. Testing, blah, blah, blah. Okay, looks like we sound good. Yeah, okay. So, we're back with another reaction. On Wednesday, we did a reaction on the Sony State of Play, which I thought was fine. I don't know, I thought it was fine. But we're back with the Summer Game Fest, which I never reacted to one of these. I reacted to the Game Awards for the past 2 years. I have not watched the Summer Game Fest. So this is my first time watching it. I'm curious to see what's going to be here. There's rumors that Resident Evil 9 might be revealed here. We know partners that are going to be showing up, like Sega, which I think might be here for Sonic Cross Worlds, or maybe Persona 4, although that's rumored to be announced at the Xbox thing, the remake, which I don't think is needed, but whatever, I digress. And then what else? Well, before we start to ramble, let me show you the stream schedule. So we usually try to stream at Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at like 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Though there are daily updates if I want to move the stream, you know, like I did today, you know, moving it at a different time, or if I need to cancel or want to do an extra stream on like a Thursday or something. But shout outs to Nihilist Edom for becoming a YouTube member in a $10 tier. I appreciate it. If you want to get shouted out at this screen here, become a $6 or $10 YouTube or Patreon member. So I got a few things to talk about, guys, before. So first, let's talk about the Summer Game Fest thing. Some of the partners, like I said, Sony. No, actually, I think Sony said it would be here. Sega, but also Nintendo, kind of. They're going to be showing up with the Switch 2, which I think just means that the Switch 2 logo will pop up in this presentation a lot. Praying for, hey Mac, welcome to the stream. Praying for Resident Evil 9. It might be here. It was rumored to show up here. Also, some people were expecting Half-Life 3 or Silksong. I don't know about that, but, you know, you never know, I guess. So guys, I do have some announcements I want to make real quick. So first of all, sorry about my bird, but no, really, first of all, So I mentioned on Wednesday that I thought I was going to be getting Twitch affiliate because it said that I had the requirements 4 out of 4 to get Twitch affiliate. But then I checked early this morning and it went back to 3 out of 4. It says I need 3 or 4 concurrent chatters on a Twitch live stream, and I need to have all the 4 within the same month or something like that. Which before it said it did, but now it says that I don't, so maybe it was a bug before, or it's a bug now, I don't know, but I thought it was, and technically I still am close to getting Twitch affiliate, but it's a little bit further than I thought. But if you want me to get Twitch affiliate, you'll be able to get emotes just like YouTube members. I'm also thinking about implementing, you know, a lot of the same perks from YouTube and Patreon over to Twitch once I hit that, you know, like the shout outs on these live streams like I did with Nihilist. So if you want me to reach that, chat on Twitch. I for some reason have a decent amount of people on Twitch, but they don't chat really, so whatever. But anyway, feel free to do that, but we'll get there eventually, you know. We are closer now that they lowered the follower requirements, so yeah. Anyway, what else? Oh, I also said in that Wednesday live stream that I was probably not going to be able to get a Switch 2 for a while. That actually I think I might actually be able to get a Switch 2 relatively soon. It does require me to trade in my Wii U, my 3DS, and my original Switch, along with some other miscellaneous things. But I would be able to get really close to the thing, and I think I would need like $60 to cover the rest of it, like in terms of like tax and whatever. So I think I will be able to reach it. So we might be getting a Switch 2 sometime soon, guys. So because I did math yesterday on what I can like trade in or whatever at like GameStop. Yeah. Yeah, they are giving extra credit. I did factor that in. I did a lot of math yesterday. Okay. I hate math, but I'm good at it. I don't know why that's the case. Usually, people that hate math aren't good at it. I am. I've always gotten, after elementary school, I've always gotten like higher grades in math. It just sucks. I hate it. But yeah, I did they're offering 20% more credit towards the Switch 2, plus an extra 10% if you're a Pro member. And we are Pro members, so I factor that in. So like normally the Switch 1 is like, like $90 or something with store credit if you're a Pro member, but with an extra 30% it's like 120 is. But yeah, I think I might be getting a Switch 2 soon. Now I don't know if I would. I think what I would do is so let me back out of this real quick. I think what I would do is do the thing they introduced like a month ago where, what is it? System. Is it here somewhere? Also, I really like the name I have for my console. But where is it? Yeah, system transfer to Switch 2. I think I would do this and then say, okay, no, I won't do that. And then say I don't have a Switch 2 right now because it will save everything, including my Pokemon and Animal Crossing data. I'm pretty sure it would save it to like a dedicated server for Nintendo, and then I could re-download it later. It's like an iPhone type thing. They lowered it, but that's because the Switch 2 came out. But that's why I gotta hop on this bandwagon right now. I suck at speaking, jeez. Bandwagon right now because they could lower it more. The time is now. Oh my god, the chat is going crazy, jeez. The chat is going crazy. So, yeah. Yes, it has you do it when you get your Switch 2, so don't worry about that. Yeah. And there's other ways you can transfer your Switch 1 data to Switch 2. You can do it, like, I know GameStop can allow you to do it, like, at the store. There's, of course, the other way where it backs up the save data. You get, like, most of it back except for, like, a few games. But I don't want to lose Animal Crossing or Pokemon data again. And I saw that the server thing would take care of that, so this is what I'm probably gonna do. We'll probably sometime in a few days, we'll probably trade in my Wii U, 3DS, Switch, and other stuff like Amiibo, miscellaneous stuff. Trade it in, and either my mom will pay outright for like the rest of it, which is like $60, or we'll wait a little bit. But in the meantime, I'll probably won't have a Switch for, like, I don't know, a little bit. Probably. I'll still have a PS5 and an Xbox. I was considering maybe I should have traded in my PS5, but I really want to keep it because I bought games like Metaphor, like Astrobot, and I love those games. And I haven't finished Metaphor in particular, so, yeah. Make sure to do it at GameStop just to be safe. Well, yeah, that's an option. I'm fine doing it either way, but I'm just looking at my various options. But I saw the server thing. People mostly haven't had any issues. There was one guy on Reddit that had issues with Pokemon, but he was calling Nintendo today. I had a conversation with him on Reddit. By the way, follow me on Reddit. I don't post really anything, but I'm there like most of the time, besides YouTube. Anyway, but yeah, overall, Switch 2 might be happening soon. Although it sucks that you can't Well, first of all, two things. It sucks that the YouTube app is not supported on Switch 2 yet. Why? That's where I do these reactions. So, that's totally why I didn't get a Switch 2 yet, because I wanted to react to this. No. Of course, you know, I know YouTube is on like smart TVs, and I gotta, hold on. The stream is like a little bit delayed because I backed out. It's like on smart TVs. Like I believe I have it here on this TV. It's also on
transcontinental race
on PS5 and Xbox.
On Nintendo Switch 2. Mario Kart World.
Okay, there we go. Wait, is it live? Okay, I think it's live now. Sorry about that. It was like delayed by a little bit. It should be live now. Ready to get disappointed. They're taunting you as advertisers. You speak about it. Yeah. I was thinking that. Yeah. Although the thing that would suck is that I wouldn't have I'm also gonna trade in. I could keep it. It's only like $18, but extra money. I was thinking about trading in the Switch Pro controller and just using the Switch 2 Joy-Cons to like test them out, because for like a little bit I did use the Switch 1 Joy-Cons and I didn't have a problem with it. Of course, now with the Pro controller, I love it a lot. But the Switch 2 Joy-Cons, they are bigger, and I never really had a major problem with the original Switch 1 Joy-Cons. So I'm thinking maybe I should just use the Switch 2 Joy-Cons with the grip for at least a little bit, and then eventually get a Pro controller down the line. Of course, again, I could keep this, but then, I don't know. I'll worry. I'll think about it, But anyway, that's for the future. For the now, Summer Game Fest, which I am hoping it is not gonna be bad. I never really cared about watching the other Summer Game Fest. The Game Awards always seemed more interesting, and even then, you could argue most of the time they're not that good either. But this is the closest thing to like E3 that we have now, and I loved E3. Specifically, watching like Nintendo's thing, sometimes other announcements from like Ubisoft or whatever. Yeah, but it can't wake the... Well, first of all, it's not new. I want the new controller. And two, I hate that you can't wake up the Switch 2 with this. I don't know why they made it so. You can... And like, to be fair, I made a YouTube short talking about how I only recently found out, like a year ago, that the Switch Pro controller can wake up the Switch 1 because I'm an idiot. But ever since I found out, it's amazing to turn on the Switch with just the controller. And you can't do that on Switch 2 with the Switch 1 Pro controller. It's annoying, so... Okay, but anyway, let's go. Oh, by the way, there is a YouTube goal. Also, I forgot to mention on Wednesday, there's also a Twitch goal where I'm trying to reach 40 followers. That's just the recommended goal they gave me. So, whatever. There's also a Twitch goal, but it's like expands upon multiple streams, I believe. The YouTube goal is exclusive to one stream. And right now, I will pray for your game if you... I will pray for your game to show up at this event or whatever. I don't think the extra 30% is... I could be wrong, but I thought the extra 30%, if it is, then I could totally afford a Switch 2, like, easily, but I'm pretty sure... I could be wrong, but I did a lot of research yesterday. Okay, I'm sorry I keep going back and forth, but I'm pretty sure, my bad, that the thing is only for trading in systems towards the Switch 2. So like accessories and maybe games if you have them. I'm not trading in any games because I only have Mario Kart, and I want to keep Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But anyway, if I think it only says like if you trade in systems like consoles towards a Switch 2, that's extra 30%. I did see something. Sorry, this music sounded like Xenoblade a little bit. Anyway, I did see something about accessories to games, but like I thought that expired. But anyway, whatever. We'll figure it out. We'll go to GameStop soon and we'll figure it out. You know, I'll just say I want all this towards Switch 2. Oh, also let's turn this off. But anyway, enough Switch 2 for now. Let's react to this. Well, it still might be. I don't know. I thought that expired. I'm not completely sure.
The stage, the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
We'll go to GameStop and we'll check it out. Don't worry. We'll find a way. We would at least be really close. But anyway, Summer Game Fest time.
I love the energy. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Summer Game Fest, a showcase to celebrate what's new and next in video games. Now, every year, we have the distinct honor of coming together to spotlight the boundless creativity that defines our industry. Thank you all for joining us and giving us your time. And special thanks to Dante. I was reading my feed this morning and saw that he canceled a date and he hopes I don't disappoint him. Dante, we're going to do our best to make it worth your while. We have a really fun show ahead. Over the next 2 hours, we're going to give you a whirlwind tour.
The only time I saw anything for the Summer Game Fest was in 2020 when he was doing this because of the pandemic at home. For some reason, I expected it to still be at home. I don't know why.
Including, yes, some brand new game announcements. Gotta have some of those. Now, before we dive into the excitement, let's take a moment to recognize just how dynamic our industry has become. Here's a look at the top 10 selling new games on Steam so far in 2025 by units, according to Game Discover Co.
But this is Dirty 3. I want to play more of that game, by the way.
Beloved franchise
Great
has
time.
been sitting proudly at number 1 with over 13 million units sold since February is Repo, a groundbreaking indie game crafted by a passionate team of just 10 people at SemiWork in Uppsala, Sweden. And closely trailing it is Schedule 1 from TVGS, a solo developer in Australia. It's inspiring that these indie creations stand side by side with heavyweights like Monster Hunter Wilds and the Oblivion remake. Absolutely. Now let's also applaud Claire Obscure from Sandfall.
Let's go!
Okay.
Great
They
game.
might get some nominations at the end of the year. We're not there yet. But it is a monumental achievement, earning the highest user Metacritic score ever recorded for a game, all from a team of under 30 developers.
It's
who
33
bravely stepped away
developers,
from
actually.
big publishers to forge their own path. One thing is clear.
Or
With digital
employees.
distribution and engines like Unreal, today's most innovative projects increasingly emerge from outside the traditional publisher system. That's something to celebrate. But with more than 18,000 games released on Steam just last year, more than double from 2020, the challenge now is discovery. And that's precisely why events like Summer Game Fest, our partner showcases happening all weekend long, and initiatives like the Steam Next Fest are so
Well, by the way,
essential.
after this Game
These events
Awards,
are
there's going to be a
remarkable
day
games,
of the
big
dev
and small,
after,
find their
which we'll
audiences.
react to. It's in
Hopefully,
the
if
same
you're
live
watching
stream,
this
so might
show,
as well.
you'll
There's
discover your
there's
next
two other live
favorite
streams
game.
happening today, but I'm not going to watch
in that
those.
spirit, let's kick things off with a game from an independent studio. Who is
One
thinking
focus on
very big.
only one game and one focus
2017,
on
4 developers broke away from
the people that make
AAA publishers
Hitman
to
and
chart their
the
own
new
course.
007 game.
Today, they're a
I don't
thriving
really care.
independent studio of 30 creators. And what you're about to see is a powerful testament to what passion, freedom, and a small, dedicated team can achieve. Let's take a look at our first new game announcement.
Alright, copyright claim. Yay. Actually, I don't think the stream on Wednesday got copyrighted claim. I don't think it did, actually. Even if it did, I don't care, but like, I don't think I care about its visibility, like, only like 3 times where it affected like my video not being seen. It was, anyway, whatever. This reminds me of a lot of different games combined. Like Monster Hunter, like I don't know, kind of like Ghost of Tsushima, Dark Souls, kind of. I think it's quiet in the game. Portal Cell 2? Where's Switch 2?
Didn't that look great? Well, we got lots more to come. But right now, the end, the Nexus War, Galactus fight, or even live at Risky Reels. Over the years, Fortnite has innovated with mass-scale live in-game events. And tomorrow, Fortnite is set to do it again across console, PC, and phones. The Death Star's super laser is charged and ready to decimate the Battle Royale island. But there's still hope. You and your friends can join the fight. Here's the first exclusive look at what you'll be part of tomorrow in the brand new live event, Death Star Sabotage.
Will it feature Palpatine revealing lore like he did in before Episode 9? This actually does look like Star Wars, like a Star Wars game.
Think that's Jonesy. All right. Right now, it is an honor to welcome to Summer Game Fest a legendary game creator who is set to release his latest project in just a few short weeks. With each of his games, he pushes the gaming medium in bold new directions, and we are honored to have him with us for the first time at Summer Game Fest in person. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming the great Mr. Hideo Kojima.
Yeah, of course. This guy loves Kojima. Like it's gotta be like his crush or something. Like genuinely.
Aki, great to see you. Mr. Kojima, here we are. The world tour begins at Summer Game Fest. It's great to have you here. We are so excited for DS2. So, let me ask you, Mr. Kojima, you've worked for many years on this project. What do you hope players take away from DS2 when they play it later this month?
DS2?
DS1 が出た後にコロナになったので
Well, we hit the pandemic after we released
僕ら皆さ
DS1.
ん、コロナを体験したと思うので
Everyone experienced
コ
the
ロナを
pandemic.
体験した中での
So
新しいつながりというか
I wanted to
それを
show
もう一度
something
ゲームをプレイし
new
ながら、
connection
考えていただきたいと
after
思
we
います
faced the pandemic. So I want everyone you to think about that when you play this game.
Okay, well, talking about playing the game, it's coming out later this month, but right now I know you prepared a special exclusive clip for SGF. Let's take a look at this.
はい
I feel like we don't need to see this game a lot anymore. I feel like we've seen enough. I'm interested. I haven't finished Death Stranding 1, but I'm interested. But like, I feel like we've seen a lot of it. And they're gonna show more on like Sunday, I think.
Welcome. Have a seat.
Also, I wish there was subtitles.
Over here, please. No smoking, please. So you're Neil Varna.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do
I'm a smoker.
for living?
I'm a porter.
So thank you. You're good for living.
Okay. Thanks.
Neil.
What?
So you made it then.
Sorry.
You really don't remember me.
The car. You're alive.
Why did you not realize this at the beginning?
Stop. Stop. Stop.
Didn't you say at the beginning her name was Neil? And I guess it's because, I don't know, whatever.
History. Well, that was a clip from the game, a cutscene. We saw a first glimpse of Neil and Lucy, and we met them in the trailer back at South by Southwest, but we got a little bit more of them here. Tell us a little bit more about this clip and the characters of Neil and Lucy.
DS2 で非常に重要な
In
キャ
DS2
ラクターです。
It's a very important character,
ニールとルーシー。
Neil and
で、
Lucy.
まあちょっと詳しくは言いませんけ
I
ど、
can't really say because it will be spoilers.
手にカニ座の刻印が
You
2つある
saw the cancer mark on both of their
やっぱり
hands
深いつながりがあって、
So they have
これ
this
が物語に
deep
大きく
connection
関わってきます。
and reveals
前回
throughout the
ブ
story.
リフっていう人気キャラクターがい
And
ま
last
す
time on DS1, we have Cliff, who was played by Max.
彼はもういなくな
And
った
of
の
course,
で、
by story, you know, he will not be in
今回
DS2.
ニールっていうのが
But this time,
の代わり
Neo
この
will be like
役割を
playing like the
で
role that Max did for DS2 this
まあ、
time.
クリフすごい人気あったので、
And Cliff was a very popular
まあ
character,
こういうようなキャラクター
but I think
そしてまあ
we have to kind of like top that character. So Luca Marinetti was a great actor, and I think it was great. He did a great performance, so I think you'll like this new character,
あの
Neo,
もう
too.
20日後にゲーム出るんで、
Well, the game's gonna be out in 20 days, so I'm not gonna give any spoilers, you know. That's
I know.
what I brought today.
But there is more to share, and you won't have to wait very long to learn more about the game. Actually, this Sunday, as part of Summer Game Fest, you tune into the DS2 live game premiere, where Hideo will be joined by many members of the cast. We'll be sharing a new demo of the game, live gameplay demo, alongside Elle Fanning and Troy Baker, and I'll be there hosting it. And let's just say this is not the last that you've seen of Neil this weekend, and we'll leave it at that.
あのニールのゲームプレイシーン
Yes, I'll show you the gameplay
あ
scene
の
with
見に
you.
来てください。
So hope you enjoy. Will join us Sunday too.
Excellent. All right, thank you so much. Hideo Kojima, everyone. Great to see you, Mr. Kojima. Thank you. All right, and now I'd like to introduce my co-host for Summer Game Fest. She's along for the party, a veteran games journalist on GameSpot and the co-host of the Friends Per Second podcast. Please join me in welcoming the incredible Lucy James.
Thanks, Jeff, and hello, Summer Game Fest. I am so excited to be here this year. Thank you for having me. Now, we are honored to reveal an exciting new project from Raw Power Games, a new team headquartered in Copenhagen, Denmark. Here you can engage in intense combat, fight for land, glory, and legacy, and lead massive armies
keep
into
yawning, guys.
epic-scale battles, as narrated by actor Tom Hardy.
Thou shalt not kill. So the priests tell us. So the Lord commands. But ambitious men do not listen. I saw no war,
I keep yawning, I don't know why.
but war found me.
I slept like a decent bit. Like,
I became like them. I took up the sword, prayed I could win redemption through my deeds. But some paths, once taken, have only one ending.
do all horses have that? I never noticed that when people have horses in like games or media or whatever.
Death.
They have like a step thing. Maybe I'm an idiot.
But that's just my story. Go write your own.
Chronicles Medieval. Oh, by the way, I got reminded of the crown. Yesterday we got Burger King, guys. It's been a while since we got Burger King. I got the crown, so it was really cool.
Now it's time to hang on to the edge of tomorrow. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is a thrilling new entry in the legacy of racing action games within the Sonic franchise.
We're gonna see the
Cross
like
Worlds
actually
brings
confirm
other
if
worlds
it's
and familiar faces to Sonic Racing, including surprise
Aang
guest
and-
characters being
and
revealed here
SpongeBob are
at
gonna be
SGF
here.
for the first time.
Because it was leaked. And beyond. Hitsuru Miku. That's, I don't think that was leaked. So that's something. Oh, that guy. Cool. We're gonna get Persona? Persona representation? Monkey Ball? Yeah, Joker! Joker! That's cool. Let's go. I'm not gonna reveal Aang or SpongeBob. Oh, this is cool. We got other Sega characters. That's cool.
Coming in September, but that is not all. We'd like to introduce the man behind the creation of everyone's favorite blue hedgehog, Takashi Iizuka.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm honored to be here to talk about our latest Sonic Racing game. Sonic Racing Cross World is the next generation of the Sonic Racing
I think,
series,
is it Shadow?
developed
Looks a
by
lot like
Sonic
Persona
Team
5.
and the Sega Arcade Racing Team. You can feel brand new experience from the new future travel ring, which you can walk in the race. Also, unlike another kart racing game, this game will have online cross-platform matchmaking. So, you can race against all of your friends across all of the platforms.
Is that a day of
Lastly,
Mario Kart? I don't know.
I have one more thing
What other
I'd
racing
like
game
to
is
show
there?
everyone here
Garfield
today.
Karts? That's the thing
Take
coming
a
out.
look inside of the travel ring.
Oh, Steve! Yo, Steve! Chicken jockey!
Minecraft and Sonic. I guess you could say you gotta go craft. What kind of laugh? That's all I want. That's all I want. Next, we're excited to reveal a brand new action RPG from Bandai Namco Studios. Embark on a journey across a dark fantasy world and uncover
Elden
a
Ring
vast
2.
story that eclipses time.
But it just actually kind of does look like Elden Ring. Oh, is this? No. They said brand new. I was thinking this was the FormSoft game that was announced for Switch 2. Which I'm still confused how that works with Bandai. Like, they have some sort of thing with FormSoft anyway.
For others, it wounds.
So it's supposed to be like blood?
And for our world, it promises only.
Yo, Sonic again. That shit looks more like the rings from
lost long ago.
Doctor Strange. That looks like Xenoblade 3's.
But you.
Like the nodes thing when they die.
You have the power to change all of this.
Oh, wait!
We're a weapon to wield.
Actually, I don't know.
Undo the sins
Is this
of ruin.
near?
In this time,
I was thinking.
or maybe the next.
No.
You'll find how to
Is
save
near
us
made
all.
by them though? Or both? I don't know what's both. I'm so out of touch with things. No, that's Square Enix. I mean, yeah. Because I thought there was like a rumor. I hate talking about rumors, man, but it's part of the gaming industry that something near related was going on, but this is not it. Code Vein 2. There was a Code Vein 1? And where's the Switch 2 logo? You said it would be here. Oh, is this Little Nightmares? Is it? No, that's Bam. I mean, I don't know. I should have stopped talking. I'm embarrassing myself. It looks like Little Nightmares, though. Am I wrong? Okay, now it kind of does it. Little Nightmares 3 hasn't come out still, right? There was another guy from, what's that movie? Well, like the, I don't know. I still don't see Switch 2 logo.
That was a very moody, cool new game. That was End of Abyss, the debut title from Malmo, Sweden-based Section 9 Interactive, an atmospheric action-adventure game coming in 2026 to the Epic Games Store and consoles. Next, we'll step into the black and white world of rubber hose animation with Mouse PI for Hire, developed by first-time developer Fumi Games and published by PlaySide, releasing later this year. Here's a quick new look at the game and the reveal of a familiar voice.
There's something rotten.
Oh, this is the this game again, right? The
Detective Pepper's in the house.
I think it was announced on the Xbox show at first.
To their will.
Dumb wise guys and fake cheese whiz.
And those who do anything to save it.
They won't even know what hit them. Oh boy.
Yeah, Mouse PA for Hire. I saw the Switch 1.
Another role for Troy
I'll
Baker.
play Mario Kart
All right,
World.
that's
I
not
want
all from
Mario Kart World.
PlaySide. Now comes the announcement of another ambitious project from this independent Australian developer.
I should have mentioned that I'm going for the $500 Switch 2 Mario Kart bundle. Because I have enough for the regular one, but I want Mario Kart 2 because it's cheaper. Anyway,
real-time strategy game built for PC based on one of the most iconic fantasy franchises in the world. Any guesses? Let's take a look.
the game is played. But this is not the game you know.
So I'm gonna lay down. This is a reaction, I don't have to be playing anything, so I'm just gonna lay down. Nice birthday.
This
Kinda look like, the guy's name from How to Train Your Dragon? From far away.
you decide who wins
Also, I'll lower it a little.
and who dies.
Hopefully you guys can still hear it and me fine. Rip. He's back. What? Your friends now? What?
Game of Thrones.
I actually did think this was Game of Thrones, kinda sounded like the music.
All right, now it is time for the global reveal of an FPS action adventure RPG.
The great Silkovsky once said, one could count 1,000,000,000,000 suns in the known universe. So why do we deny other intelligent beings? It is said, if they were out there, they would have visited Earth. My answer is, maybe they will visit us. But time has not come yet for this. The dawn of a new era. The era
Oh!
Heart
A sequel to Atomic Heart.
2.
I thought the robot looked familiar. Oh my god, no! Copyright! Oh my god. This is copyright to oblivion. But yeah, I recognize those robots from the fan art there are of them. Go for to stop me. I wanna cover the song. And also I don't wanna get copyrighted. Yeah, whatever. Don't stop me now. I mean, let's look at the designs of the robots. I mean, can you blame people for thinking interesting things about them? I like, look at so. Oh my god. Every time I hear this song, I think of the Smash Bros. Where we're dropping boys. No, I think of the Smash Bros. Commercial, with like a mashup that someone did. Like it fits really well. That look like Star Lord. PC and consoles. But which console? Switch 2?
That's right, Atomic Heart 2 is in active development at Munfish on Unreal Engine 5, a spiritual successor to the first game with a retro-futuristic world on a
Spiritual
global
successor?
scale,
It's
this
literally
time
a
with greater
successor.
emphasis on RPG elements.
If it's
and
not a
player
direct
freedom.
one, it's fine, but don't say
that, believe it or
spiritual,
not,
otherwise
is
it would
not
be
all
called
Munfish
something
today.
else. That's not how it works, Keely.
Is it recording?
Yeah, it is.
It's in the sky, a giant cube. I can still barely believe it myself. When it showed up, I was in the lab.
I'm
I
good
didn't
at
even
TikTok,
see it.
bro.
You know, I felt that same fear, though. A
Or
terrible
real or
sense of my own
swords. They're all different
powerlessness.
things on different places.
How did the whole of humanity miss it? And did we actually miss it? What if the cube didn't appear, but revealed itself? What if it was always there, and we've only
This is still
just started
Atomic
to
Heart,
see
right?
it?
They really love making the females very interesting. The cube. Atomic. So is this like a side game?
Cute little guy. The Cube is yet another new project from Munfish, an MMORPG shooter set in the Atomic universe on a massive levitating cube you can see there, where the edges are constantly rotating to create unique gameplay combinations that are ever evolving. All right, let's jump into the Marvel Cosmic Invasion universe. The new retro beat 'em up coming to PC and consoles
Didn't
this holiday.
Atomic Heart come out like
Multiplayer fun for up to
recently,
4
like a
players.
year or
You
two
can pick
ago?
between 15
That's
more
crazy that they're
characters
working
to play,
on
but so
2
far,
stuff
only 7 have been
already,
revealed.
and it
Well,
looks
now
decently
it's
far
time to meet
along.
the next 2.
Other companies maybe take notes. I'll wait like 8 years to make a game. Nintendo. And look at how buff She-Hulk is. Why is he really buff? Like, it looks like... I'm not like one of those people that like, oh my god, girls shouldn't be buff, but like, I feel like that's... Like, I don't have a problem with Abby, really, like, from Last of Us. I feel like She-Hulk there was like... I don't know. I'll get controversial no matter what I say, so maybe I should just start talking.
What is this place?
Capcom.
Oh, sir.
Is this a sequel to that samurai game they released like a bit ago?
Don't have a chance.
Or DLC or something? I don't know. I'm sorry, but I don't care about samurai games anymore. Besides Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yotei. Like, they're just copying it. Like, I know obviously samurai games existed before, but they really became popular because of Ghost of Tsushima. And it's kind of annoying to see so many of them.
At the top, and it won't be a coward who runs from the Jews. What never did well between us, did they? Sasaki Gunny.
Was this announced already? I think. Or was I don't know. Or was this I don't know. I was gonna say, was this already out and this is like new DLC or something? Okay, it's a new game.
That was a new look at Onimusha Way of the Sword, which we announced back in December at the TGAs. It is coming in 2026 and will be playable this summer at Gamescom. Now let's completely switch gears. You guys all know I love my puppets, and this next project is one I've been tracking for a few years, as a team at String Studios is using Unreal Engine 5 to create an insane digital puppeteering pipeline. It's actually a thing. What you're about to see is running completely in real time and Unreal, and I cannot wait to play it. Here is an unexpected new game announcement that combines comedic storytelling and arcade fighting action. Check this out.
Honestly, the tournament of a million punches, you'll get yourself killed!
Adoptable orphan. What is this? Mika Robinson?
Alright, you little sick of fuzzy shit. Show me what you got.
Alright.
What? If you're gonna be champ, you gotta transform. Why are you even here?
What's Arlo be in this? He was in another game. The YouTuber, in case you don't know. Blue guy. Not that guy.
Boy. He's Fred Crap-Barto's car blow. This man ain't gonna be it. I've been kicking dumps in here all day.
Felt that boxing? Is that what it's about? That was kind of cool.
Super fun. Gotta
It
wish
really
list that,
looked very
right? All right, well,
unique.
next it's time to see the announcement of a brand new game in Deception We Trust.
An ancient white castle deep in the mountains, lost to time and legend. Only the chosen find their way here. Gathered from
Joker?
every corner of the
Yo.
earth, divided
That guy looks familiar, I
and
don't know
bound. Wolves and lambs, engaged in a perilous dance of wits, a game where truth is but a shadow. Enough theatrics, I'll get to the point. Killer Inn is a murder mystery action game. The killers lurk elusively in plain sight. Kill someone and a clue will remain. Hair, fingerprints, blood, clothes. The lambs scramble to find clues, one step closer to unmasking the culprits. Who is guilty will eventually come to light. Wolves win by killing every lamb. Lambs win by rooting out every wolf. Such simple rules. But there's so much more to this game of murderous mystery. Complete quests to level up by items with
Isn't
the
it
gold
a mashup of like
chest for weapons and armor.
Among
Steal
Us,
items, blow up opponents, poison others,
like
place traps, discover one of
Overwatch,
your own is a wolf. Is killing
and
not
like,
your taste, then you'd better escape the
you know, murder
castle.
mystery or whatever.
Now the paths to victory are clear.
Kind of weird.
You would do well to remember. Deceit and deduction are your
Well, you know, it
strongest
is
weapons in
unique,
this
I
game of
feel.
life or death. Your invitation awaits.
Where are you next?
That was Killer Inn, a 24-player multiplayer game from Square Enix where you compete in a game of life or death using social deduction skills to win. All right, it's hard to believe this next game was first announced at TGA in 2021. I know it's been a while, their recent tech tests prove that some things are definitely worth the wait. I'm of course talking about Arc Raiders. This is one of the most anticipated games of the year, and we're excited to share a new trailer which will tell you more about the mysteries surrounding the world of Speranza and the long-awaited launch date coming later this year. From Embark Studios, here's the world premiere of the release date trailer for Arc Raiders.
I remember seeing the title of this game, but that's all I remember.
Clear your mind of all distractions. You don't have to walk this path alone. Surround yourself with resourceful friends.
Where's the Switch 2 logo? We haven't seen it. We've seen one
That's
Switch
right,
1
everyone.
logo.
Arc Raiders is coming October
Enough for a game we already
30th,
knew.
2025 for
Private
PC
Eye.
and console. Congrats to Embark Studios. Alright, Dune fans, now you can finally step onto the world of Arrakis yourself. Dune Awakening combines the survival and MMO genres with a thrilling cinematic story. It arrives on PC in just a few days on June 10th, but you can play it right now in Steam Advanced Access. Here is a brand new look.
It's the fact that I can't really care about anything Dune related because of the fact that it feels like Star Wars but ripped off. I know Dune came first because of the books and Star Wars took inspiration from Dune first, but it's clear that they're taking that inspiration back in a way, but people don't like to admit that. So it's like the inspiration became the inspiratee. You know? So this is how I feel. Also, I feel like there's too many Dune stuff coming out. That's another thing. Have an hour and like 20 minutes left of it. Actually more than that because of the Day of the Dev thing. I don't know how long that is. I assume it's only going to be like 20-30 minutes. But that means there's still like 2 hours left. And to be honest, this isn't super great. Oh my god. But, you know, maybe we'll pick up.
I saw my world fall to ash, consumed by the flames. Try as I might to curb advance. 'Twas all for naught.
It's like religious symbolism, I feel. I think. Sentient. Sentinels. Yo, is this 13 Sentinels 2 or 14 Sentinels? Looks a lot different than the last game.
I'm man, nor God, living nor dead.
What would you call a sequel to 13 Sentinels? 14 Sentinels? 13 over 2 Sentinels? Now I just want a sequel to for 13 Sentinels. One, it's a good game, and two, I wonder what they would call it.
To save what remains of our broken worlds, you need only take my hand. Return to the past, where your journey
Odyssey. I'm gonna play Mario Odyssey. Sorry.
Every hero's tale begins with trial, but the true lead of the story has yet to emerge. Whatever's coming next will not be easy.
I will never forget my cause.
What is more compelling to you, sir?
Was this Taco Light? Not Taco Light. Something else. The Genshin Impact other game that's like that, made by the same people. Hakura, that's it.
So I hear you're looking for someone?
Or maybe this is Genshin Impact. Was there a third game made by the same people?
Worship strength and crave
The puppet punch sound was funny. I actually, yeah, that game and kind of the murder mystery slash Overwatch slash Among Us thing kind of looks interesting too. But especially, yeah, the also Halio up the stream. Also, what was even the game? I did not even see. But yeah, the puppet thing looked cool. Like it looked very unique. Oh, Withering Waves. That's what it was. This looks like Ori. Mio. Oh, Mio! With Noah, though.
That's Mio, Memories in Orbit, a stunning new Metroidvania platformer that has a demo on Steam you can play right now as part of Next Fest. What you're about to see next is a stop-motion co-op platformer where everything has been crafted by hand. It's called Out of Words, and I'm honored to show it to you today.
And what? Kong Orange. I thought it's a Donkey Kong. I like one. Are they like dolls or something? If not, how would they eat if they don't have mouths? Why do they not have mouths? Out of words. Still no Switch 2 logo.
What a really unique and different game. This August signals the release of Mafia: The Old Country, the next entry in the acclaimed
it's the guy game that I put as the game that we're doing
it's a
in the
gritty
stream.
mob story set in the brutal underworld of 1900 Sicily. Here is
Which
the summer
was
game
said
fest
that it would be here along with like some others.
Betrayal burns because it can only come from someone close. An enemy can't hurt you like a friend.
By the way, on YouTube, I wish you could put that you're just reacting to like the Game Awards or the Summer Game Fest or whatever. On Twitch you can do that, but you can't on YouTube. I don't know why. That sucks.
Sometimes a client is feeling less than cooperative and you need to teach them a lesson. Remind them of their obligations.
Peace is between us and Spadaro. Where I come from,
And I wanted them to be the same thing across both platforms. Did I say that already? No? Okay. Just stop talking for a second.
This is an opportunity.
The thing I can say about this game is I'm glad it's like $50 and not like 70 or 80 or 60 or 90 or 100. I'm just glad it's like 50. Which is kind of sad because I still feel 50 is like a bit too much in some cases, but it's the cheapest thing usually now.
We do not always get to choose what we do.
We can choose who we are.
And who are you, Ansel?
Thank you for subscribing, Kyle. I appreciate
A
it.
classic Lego play, and will also support a Friends Pass, just like Split Fiction. Here's the first ever look.
What game is this? Lego. I think there was a leak of this like a bit ago. Like a few hours, a day ago. This gotta come to Switch or Switch 2, right? It's a Lego game. Launch the missile, great. America's dead. Actually, it's already been dead. Have you guys been seeing what's going on Twitter? No, okay. Oh, look, yeah, Switch.
Hello, Summer Game Fest! I'm Carolyn Lawrence, voice actor for a few familiar faces you might have grown up with on Nickelodeon. Some with squirrel suits, thank you. Some with science smarts, and some with serious attitude. Nickelodeon has always been about wild worlds and weirder characters. And while I'm mostly sworn to secrecy today, I'm thrilled to have a hand in revealing something that brings a lot of those characters together like never before.
Sonic
Hope you enjoy the first look at Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny.
Yeah, okay, that's Sandy. Why is it quiet?
Wise and powerful and ridiculously handsome wizard would call upon his magic powers to summon the most
Who's that voice?
most awesome, most totally radical team of adventurers the land had ever
Who's that voice?
What do you
Oh, there's SpongeBob. Oh. We're getting a new Nicktoons game.
It's been almost
which
2
is pretty
years since
cool.
players first stepped into the role of Geppetto's puppet to save the city of Krat from disease and puppet frenzy in lies.
That's cool to see a new Nicktoons game. We haven't had one in a while.
It transports players
I
back
remember
in
having the
time with new
DS
characters,
one.
environments, and
I'm
of
playing
course,
that and
posing
getting
as
stuck
music
in it.
bosses. Here's the exclusive new look.
By the way, that Nicktoons thing, we only saw SpongeBob and the Fairy Odd Parents magic thing, but we did not see any other characters, I'm pretty sure. Unless they were just out of frame. It was cool to see a new one of those. Now when I say a new one, I'm still talking about that because it is kind of more interesting and I don't know what the heck this is. But because they're just the new Nicktoons kart racers, I don't count those. I mean like the last like one that was like on like, that wasn't a kart racer, I guess. Why do so many games look the same, man? I feel like we saw this game like earlier. Oh, it's Liza P. Is this DLC, right? Is the DLC
Yes,
on Game
that's right.
Pass?
Overture is available today
I think it is.
across all platforms
But the game
to play,
isn't
so
anymore,
enjoy it this
I think.
weekend. All right, next up, the small video game publisher Serenity Forge, based in Boulder, Colorado, shared this game with me a few months back with a DM that said, Doki Doki Literature Club meets Silent Hill. That piqued my interest. I think you might get a kick out of this announcement, too.
I would love to see them.
I sit at the front of the dinner table like I used to be. My plate's full. Plates of food.
This seems unnerving. I can see the Doki Leisure Club thing.
Lots of angels. Lots of her legs. Beautiful. Broken. Plates of flowers. Plates and pillows. The garden is lush and green.
I can see how it's like Doki Doki and Silent Hill. Fractured Blooms?
There's a hunger that feeds and blooms, and I will feed, and I will bloom.
I thought the Serenity Forge was the game's name for a second.
I wouldn't recommend eating those tomatoes. All right,
no.
NCSoft is expanding its Blade and Soul universe. Let's take a look at the rich lore and dynamic action in Blade and Soul Neo, just out on Steam, and Blade and Soul Heroes coming soon.
New Warlock class. Blade. Is this supposed to be like... It looked like Stellar Blade, like a Massa? I don't think it is. Like a Stellar Blade or something else? The creature looks like, from far away, it looks like Momo from Avatar. And plus with the Aang staff thing, it looks more like Avatar. We're still seeing this game? Oh, that guy's fricky. But not in that way. Just like, it looks weird. Oh! A Punch Man. Is this not the same game that we saw earlier? Or is this like a guest thing? Is this a One Punch Man game or like a guest? Okay, it's a guest thing. Although for something else, I don't know. It looked like we were just watching the same game. Like, okay, now like 4 times. It looks like we're almost watching the same game. The 7 Deadly Sins origin. Oh guys, look, he has homophobia. Like that meme with my cat has homophobia. Yo, the world tree, like in Xenoblade 2. Yo, giants fighting, like Xenoblade 1. Or you can argue Xenoblade 3, kinda, with Max, anyway. They look like Venom. When will we see a Switch? Watch it be only one game that has a Switch 2 thing. Oh look, Witcher 4. Okay, never mind. Just a shout out, I guess.
It's available today.
a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
Human Creator is now fully integrated into Unreal Engine.
You're seeing me live in real time. Squid Game will be coming to UEFN.
It started with an epic mega grant, and it's now a serious contender for Game of the Year.
The Mangul Satai will be exclusively on the Epic Game Store.
This is just an ad.
We fought away. We altered the course of nature, unleashed genetic power across continents. Now it is up to us to nurture what
This
we
guy
have
sounds
set
familiar.
free, to find hope within this chaos. Well, to help life find a way.
Oh, just Jurassic Park? I don't know if that guy is from Jurassic Park, the voiceover. I recognized it. I think this was Jurassic Park because of the music and also the iconic roaring thing. There's still no Switch 2 logo.
Hi, I'm Celia from Yacht Club Games.
Oh? Oh?
10 years ago, we broke new ground with our first game, Shovel Knight.
We're gonna see the...
Today, I'm thrilled to share
The
a
new game?
world premiere look at our next IP, Mina the Hollower.
Yeah!
Mina continues our traditions of refining retro gameplay for a new generation. It's a bone-chilling adventure that blends intense combat, free roaming exploration, and precise platforming. As Mina, a whip-wielding hollower, you'll burrow through danger and unravel the mysteries of a cursed island. A decade ago, we unearthed a groundbreaking legend. This year, we're bringing our next bona fide classic.
Yeah! I love, Yacht Club Games. Do we know a release date for this game? I don't think we did. Yacht Club Games. This still has clear, like, Solo Knight influence, which I don't have a problem with at all.
All right, this is a special one. Our next game comes from a well-known developer that has done... Yeah. Kyle Bossman, everyone. Final Bossman. All right, well, let's see what this says. Oh. Hey, Jeffy. If you're reading this, it means three things. Number one, you're killing it at the fest with your oodles of totally natural charisma. Debatable. B, I'm at your house playing long darts with the fam.
For a second I thought this was Persona 4 because of the yellow.
You're gonna do me a solid and skip that Silk Song trailer so you can pimp my revolutionary VR gaming venture that will shock the industry.
Are we actually gonna see
a wet
Silk
one on the lips, comma, wait.
Or no, this is...
Alright, let's take a look.
Wait! No, I don't know what's... I know Deadpool, right?
Hell yeah. Handcrafted with cuddles and work with a MetaQuest. Kick back and bask in the glory of gaming's first quintuple A tropical farming sim
I
experience.
got kind of excited thinking... Because he mentioned...
Oh, hi, new friend.
Silk Song? Okay, I got thrown into like 3 loops because I was like Persona 4, then Silk Song, and then I saw I saw the Deadpool thing, but I thought of Wolverine, like, because of the yellow still. So I'm like, we're gonna see Wolverine from Sony, so that was like a whole. And then also it gives us the fourth loop because it's a VR game, so who cares? But yeah,
You're welcome.
I really thought it was like 4 different things.
All your dreams of being inside me come true in VR. Spider-Man gets Insomniac, and I get this shit? I'm craving Korean barbecue. Is that weird? Oh.
Wow, who cares?
With Neil Patrick Harris, Deadpool. All right. Next year at last year at Gamescom, we announced Dying Light: The Beast, the culmination of a decade of Techland's experience building survival horror games. Kyle Crane is back as the player character in this title that blends open world and action survival horror. Let's take a look at the latest trailer with some big news: the release date.
What can you tell me about the Baron?
He's a narcissistic sociopath. He's experimenting on humans like they're lab rats. God only knows what the Baron's planning to do with those monsters.
You know what I just thought of right now? I mentioned before, I'm not really a big fan of first-person games. I don't like it. It apparently makes you feel more, for a lot of people, makes you feel more like the character. It kind of doesn't for me. It does the opposite. I feel more like the character in like third-person games. Anyway, I was just thinking, if I had a VR system, it would either be I could either see myself finally understanding first-person games, or I would hate it even more. Like, there's no in between. That would happen if I had a VR system. I'll be like, oh, I see now why VR can make me realize first-person games are like can be good. Or for me, you know, or Dying Light. That's kind of cool. Or I would say like, oh my god, I hate it.
Then I'll go there and fucking kill him.
4 p.m.? Wait. Is it not
There's
today?
the big news. Dying Light: The Beast is coming on August 22nd, Gamescom week. All right. This next game draws inspiration from classic coming-of-age films to capture the highs and lows of adolescence, the bonds of friendship, and the nostalgia of growing up. Mixtape comes from Beethoven and Dinosaur, an Annapurna Interactive, and this is your exclusive new look at this game that plays like a love letter to teenage memories.
Hanging out, getting buzzed.
I've got to get out of this place.
At the end of an era when everything's about to change, it's time to look back on your greatest hits.
Mom, who is it?
It's the pigs, darling.
Shit!
This year, experience a retrospective like no other.
This kind of reminded me a little bit of both Lost Records, which I still want to continue playing.
One last night together.
Well, yeah, just Lost Records. I don't know why I said two, because I have something else to say. I was thinking about how it's cool to see a game that has, or any media that has 2 girls and 1 guy being friends instead of the typical 1 guy or 2 guys and 1 girl, whatever. So it seems like one of the girls is a It's just the sibling of the guy, or I don't know. But still, it's kind of cool because that's a whole common trope of two guys, one girl. That sounds like a inappropriate meaning. Anyway.
Where harmony reigns. Will you struggle until your last fleeting moment? Your destinies are sealed. There is no escaping them.
That is why we must end you. Right here and now.
Oh my God.
This is gorgeous. Take this. We're just getting started. Let's put it into action.
The surge of power.
Is this like a thing like 80s?
Get ready.
It looks like it, but it also looks like a mashup of like other stuff too.
We will live on in
It
this
looks like
world.
Finn in the back.
No
The
matter
guy's
what
thing.
hardships await.
Finn the human. Take the dog, grab your
We
friends,
fight for a future
together in
filled
distant
with hope.
lands. The world's free again for Xenoblade 2.
And the guardians of the sacred tree.
Will we ever see the Switch 2 logo? They said it was going to
A
be
beautiful game. That was the global announcement of Toa, a new roguelike from Bandai Namco and developer Brownies, a game drawing from classic Japanese art with a whimsical spin on Eastern mysticism. Next, we want to introduce you to a game made by a first-time solo developer in Bandung, Indonesia. With the help of 9 of his friends, he's built an intense action beat-em-up with brutal hand-to-hand combat set in his hometown. This is Axe of Blood.
Justice, no peace, just needs the hunt.
I thought this was going to look like a Pixar game where they said 10 people made it. It was kind of cool to see it like this. I like the beat thing. Imagine this was like a rhythm. I don't think it, I'm pretty sure it's not. But imagine this was like, what if there was a rhythm, time-based beat 'em up? Every, like, just like this, every punch you do goes to the music. Has that happened? Someone should make that. New Deadpool game? What's it? LFG looks great. Yeah, I wish it wasn't in VR too. Axe of Blood.
Amazing what these solo devs can do today. Now it is time for the reveal of the next game from Montreal-based Tribute Games, the makers of TMNT Shredder's Revenge and Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which you saw a little bit earlier. If you're like me, you've been waiting for more than a decade for this review.
Toronto. Scott Pilgrim? Scott Pilgrim? I was not expecting that. When they said demons and whatever, I was not wait, a new Scott Pilgrim game? That's like a beat 'em up? Okay, now I need to continue Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game. I was not expecting this. Okay, this is cool. This is sick, actually. This is really good. This is actually really cool. I only played like 1 hour of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and I got it before Christmas, and then after that I never played it again. Yo, piranha plants! Those were literally piranha plants! Oh my god. Amazing!
Scott Pilgrim's back with his fist flying in a brand new brawling adventure in EX. You'll battle through space-time and the streets of my hometown of Toronto with Scott, Ramona, and 5 of their former rivals in this online 4-player co-op adventure with a story written by Scott Pilgrim creator Brian Lee O'Malley. All right, we're going to be right back. But first, we have a very special message from Maggie Robertson, TGA winner in 2021 for her performance in Resident Evil Village.
Oh, Resident Evil 9? Are you going to see it?
Ah, there you are. Wait long. We've been preparing delightful ways to make you suffer. So enter the village if you dare. We've slashed the price to be lower than ever for you simple little man things.
Is she the one that played the lady giant woman?
You ungrateful
All I wanted to do is see you turn into
more fun
a giant woman. A giant woman.
Cease this foolishness and make your decision wisely.
Resident Evil 9. Let's see it, baby. Okay, I get 9. But I'm really happy about the Scott Pilgrim thing. That's actually really sick. I'm really happy about that. That and the Muppet game are like the best ones. Well, the suit though. That angle. Okay, anyway, those play like the best games. Are they worth watching this whole thing? Well, we'll keep watching, but I don't know. Is this like DLC?
Since the dawn of time, humankind has been obsessed with the hard.
With the hard? What?
Now, a glorious morning has dawned.
Well, rip
But
that arm.
something that's simply harder.
You know what's harder is my, Oh, no. Die hard, get it like the movie. Mind's eye.
What are you doing here?
Oh, this is the Mind's Eye game, right? I forgot about this was a thing. Isn't there a lot of sketchy stuff with this, like the CEOs leaving? Like right before it releases in like a day or something?
I've been seeing things. Like a part of me that's been buried down deep feels like it's just knocking to get out. Have you seen your room?
So this is yet another amnesia, I don't know how you say it. Forgetting story where you don't remember anything and you have to remember, which is so overdone at this point. June 10th. I think you guys should delay the game. Why are you flopping? Okay. Hitman X Mind's Eye.
Hi everyone, I'm Hakan Abrak, CEO of IO Interactive. We can't wait for you to discover Mind's Eye when it launches on June the 10th from Build a Rocket Boy and IO partners. And yes, you may have noticed Agent 47 will be contracted for a very special assignment in Red Rock City. This week,
Ooh. Oh yay, this is cool though. Woo!
This week we finally revealed 007 First Light to the world, and your reactions were heartwarming. It's coming in 2026, but we want to make the wait more exciting. We are bringing someone into Hitman, the World of Assassination, who is very dear to the Bond universe. Let's take a look.
Your target is the elusive shadow banker, known only as Le Chiffre, a financial mastermind with suspected ties to the criminal underworld. He has arranged a high-stake poker game at the Casino Monarchique in Paris. Our clients have deemed this unacceptable.
I've invited these people for a reason. I know their weaknesses. Mr. Rengang, he's too patient and Miss Bai, well, she likes a drink.
I'm confused.
Don't know about the newcomer, Mr. Smith, though. He's the only wild card.
Is this like
This is turning into an
playable
Welcome to the VIP
teaser of 007, like life, not Life Flight, not the Smash thing.
Wouldn't you agree, Mr.
Play now for free.
There you have it. Hitman and 007 are coming together in a very unexpected way.
We know our players waited a long time for 007 First Light. It's just around the corner, coming out next year. However, Hitman is live right now. So I thought, why wait? And I asked a fellow Danish friend to join me here. As a matter of fact, he is here with us today.
That's right, everyone at Summer Game Fest, please welcome the great Mads Mikkelsen. Good to see you, Mads. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for coming to Summer Game Fest. Mads, you are Cliff, but you're also Agent 47's next target as Le Chiffre, the villain we know from Casino Royale.
Yep, that's it. And you know, this is, I've always had a deep love for this character. It's a role that means a lot to me because of a lot of reasons. So when Haggard gave me the chance to step into the shoes,
I wonder if Mads
once
gets
again,
mad.
I did not hesitate for 1 second. But this time he's a little different.
Mad.
He's more confident. He's dangerous. He's not just a brilliant mind hiding behind a desk. He's visceral, unpredictable, and ruthless. And let's just say this time he doesn't outsource the violence anymore.
Why does the Hitman
So this
have a
mission
thing
is
on his
in a
back
casino in
head?
Paris. We want to make an homage
Like
to
a
the
scam thing like you
movie
bought
Casino
him.
Royale, while keeping surprises for our players. James Bond and Agent 47 have very different set of skills.
There's slavery
and
in
the mission
Hitman.
will be handled in very different creative ways.
Yeah, he's not going to beat me in poker. He's going to figure something else out.
So I guess it is not just about the shot, it's about the bluffing around the table this time?
Yeah, sure, exactly. It's the Schiffer is always like 2 steps ahead of you. He reads you before you read him, so it's a little like bringing a chess player to a poker game.
We built the mission to allow several parts, unexpected characters, appearances, and even custom poker mechanics.
Wow, all right, well, when do we get to play this?
That's the best part. We wanted to surprise you, so the team is updating the game as we speak. Le Chiffre, Elusive Target mission starts today in a few hours.
They just said that. Why they acting like it's a big
Only
they just
30
said that
days,
2 days.
And if you play it, you will unlock a unique reward in 007 First Light.
Amazing. All right. Well, Con Mods, thanks for joining us for Summer Game Fest. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you so much.
Thank
All right,
you.
great to see you. Great stuff. All right, now here's the announcement of a new party game coming later this year that will delight LEGO fans, made with over 1 million LEGO bricks, 300 minifigures, and over 700 trillion minifigure combinations.
Are you getting Ninjago? This is the game that was leaked. My bad. Lego Party, I think. And there Ninjago? The Ninjago?
We don't have this.
Ninjago? 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 Taco? I think, is that a mech from Ninjago? I don't know. Oh, that was not a Nalakon, right? Nalakon? What's the name? I forgot. Nanakon. Right? I think that was Nanakon. It's a season 6 villain.
Actually, more like 60.
Whoa, that's a lot.
With surprises around every corner, anything can happen.
Anything?
Anything.
Oh no, yeah, that was yeah, cool and yeah, let's go Ninjago. Actually, I'm interested in this game now because it has Ninjago. Yeah.
Those were literally just on screen.
Wow. We got all that in
Why do we have those outfits just like the season 7 outfits? I haven't watched a lot of the newer stuff, but I'm pretty sure that's not how they look now. No Switch 2! Okay, but whatever. But cool.
Alright, next a new look at a new team shooter from Dreamhaven and Moonshot Games. 20 players
Wait, when did they say it was
across
coming
5
out?
ships venturing into the most treacherous region of space, hoping to get their hands on the artifact.
There's only like
The
6
game
months
is called
left, so
Wild
there's
Game,
not
and
much
the open
time.
beta starts next week during Steam Next Fest. And we're also very happy to announce the game will launch on July 24th for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. Let's see what it means to get into some serious space shenanigans.
Where's the Switch 2 logo? They said the Switch 2 was gonna be here, and we have not seen it at all. Kind of like C-3PO a little bit.
This feels bad.
Now their ship is flying. Artifact.
Stay with me.
This'll be good.
Good thing that wasn't our ship.
I'm proud to reveal to you the next game from Toronto-based Drinkbox Studios, the team behind the Guacamelee series and Nobody Saves the World. They're making a full 3D game that can be played alone or with a friend in co-op. You can find out more during Day of the Devs right after the show, but for now, here is the global reveal of Blighted.
Looking over this decaying world, one can only wonder how.
I've never heard of the Lele or whatever. I know about Nobody Saves the World because of there's a Xenoblade reference in there, which I did a random fact on. You could check out.
Saw the lives they lived and passed their knowledge to future generations until Sorcisto, in his lust for power, consumed the brains of the living, spreading his blood.
Actually, just thought of another random fact I could do for Xenoblade. How have I not done that yet? So that's something to keep in mind. Anyway.
Should you fall, pray the vultures consume you before the blight does.
There is more Blighted coming up right after the show, Day of the Devs. All right, next is a first-person survival action horror game from Team Cloud. It's a new team of 50 with founders in Canada and Armenia. They partnered with the new Mundfish Powerhouse label to bring this insane Unreal Engine 5 game to life with unpredictable monsters and visceral dismemberment. Here is your first look.
There's only been like 3 announcements I've cared about, by the way. That's... I hate that. I hate that. I hate this. I hate this. Can we skip? Can we skip? Can we skip? I hate this. Can I skip? Skip. Skip. This is disgusting. I hate this. No. 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 I hate this so much. Can we cancel this game? I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Cancel the game before it even comes out, because what is this? Cancel it. Cancel it. This game is too freaky. Imagine that was the game coming out on Switch 2.
Poor little babies. Alright, Mecha Break is one of 2025's most anticipated shooters, with its previous beta amassing over 300,000 concurrent players on Steam and 3 million players in total. In this game, you explore a sci-fi universe and pilot powerful mechs with immersive aerial and ground combat. As a top wishlisted game, players are clamoring to know just one thing: when is the release date? Well, here's Mecha Break's latest trailer with the answer you've all been waiting for.
Guys, just play Xenoblade if you want, Max.
Growing Martian zones force the Thoracic Federation
What did that say? CMM? Get it like CNN? CTV? That's like a reference to something else. Yo, just play Xenoblade X. That game is great. Just play it. Also, this is for sure a copyrighted song. Teddy bear. This is literally the Xenoblade X. And that's from Xenoblade 2, and it looked like the thing, the what's it called? I have the name in my head, I just don't know how to say it. Lost Orbit? Space Station, Lost Orbit. Looks like a mix between it and a Mac. Just play Xenoblade. Just doesn't even look like Xenoblade the way that they do the match thing. Okay. Guys, just play Xenoblade. Don't whistle to me. By the way, I should say I'm mostly kidding. Although you should play Xenoblade. But the more mech games the better. But just to clarify, no, I'm not saying that this is like a ripoff or whatever. Oh, I am saying where's the Switch 2 version?
In this next title, small-scale players traverse the oversized world around them, filled with local wildlife and hostile machines. Built by a small 8-person studio, this is Infinitesimals.
Why is Epic Games publishing a lot of stuff?
Mechanicals approaching.
Stuff like Rex from Star Wars.
You must now face a stark reality. The industrial civilization we were expecting to join is no more.
kind of reminds me of a better version of Grounded. I did not really like Grounded. Where's the stupid Switch 2 logo? Like, Jesus Christ.
2026
I'm gonna
marks
check
the
something real
30th
quick.
anniversary of a legendary video game franchise that I think we all know very well. Please.
Okay, it looks like the command is working on Twitch. Well, I would love someone to test it out. That's actually... I still don't know why it says that twice. But... Anyway. What's this again? Oh. Wait, what?
Happy birthday to you. And to celebrate early, a special message from Takeuchi-san.
Resident Evil 9?
カプコン竹内です。皆様のおかげでバイオハザードも30周年を
Resident Evil 9?
ありがとうございます。
Resident Evil 9?
お待たせしているバイオハザードの最新作なんですが、もう少しだけ、あと瞬きするぐらいの間だけお待ちいただければと思います。それでは、これからもバイオハザードシリーズよろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。
So we're not seeing it?
All right. Thank you, Takeuchi-san, for that very special message. We cannot wait for when the time is right to share more leading into the anniversary of Resident Evil.
Really?
Now it is time for the next big update for a beloved franchise.
Let's rumble.
Pull his hair. When I get the Switch 2, I'm gonna be so excited to stop the screen tearing, like Jesus Christ. What am I watching? Is this guy on drugs or something? Oh, this is Street Fighter? I thought this was like some weird WWE game. Does that count as a Switch 2 thing? I didn't see the logo for Switch 2. I think that's the edition on Switch 2. This just looks like Fortnite. Guys, I don't think this event was worth watching. There's like 3 announcements I'm excited for. Well, 2 and then 1 that I was like, it looked cool. Guys, this literally looks like Fortnite. I'm sorry. This looks like it could be a mode in Fortnite. I would rather be going out right now and trading in my stuff to get a Switch 2 instead of Wild Sticks. I'm sorry. Again, there's like 3 good stuff here, but like, again, I should not judge until it's over. So. Keep my mouth shut.
Wishlist net.
That was Last Flag, a new online action game from the new indie studio Night Street Games, which is the ultimate game of capture the flag set in the 1970s, as you saw. The closed alpha will be starting later this year. Next, we have a beautiful new trailer for a Souls-like action RPG game developed in China by Lenzi, Wuchang Fallen Feathers, which is launching on July 24th.
I keep getting this game confused for the game that's, what's it called? The Black Wu Fang Black. I don't know, whatever. It's the game that was exclusive to PS5 and now it's finally coming to Xbox a year after when they said it was no timed exclusivity. Yeah, totally no timed exclusivity.
You can't change how it ends.
Black Myth Brucon, that's what it's called. So I'm going to the bathroom. I don't care. I'll be right back.
What will it take to finally awaken you?
Okay. I made it back for the next thing. Oh.
Where is the Wu-Tang Clan?
Wu-Tang? Another Wu game? Is this the Wu series? Oh, it kind of reminds me of... It looked kind of like Hi-Fi Rush. Where's the Switch 2? I think we saw the thing for the Switch 2 already, and that was it. About Street Fighter, that version of it.
Ghostface Killer is
I think
calling
that was
on
the.
you
It
to
didn't say
rescue
the.
his
It didn't have a
brothers.
Switch 2 logo. It just said
Rise of the
available now,
Receiver
but
is
that's.
a new co-op action RPG with anime-style fighting, and it's the debut title from the 53-member Brassline Entertainment. Now, here's a new look at Guild Wars 2, which has new updates, including player housing, and is free to play. This weekend, to celebrate SGF, you can take advantage of double XP all weekend long.
I wanna go eat.
My calling takes me far from home.
After this stream is done, I'm gonna go eat. I'll get Totino's pizza
Their
roll.
greatest advantage? Adaptability. Their greatest weakness? Me. My story.
My story. My story is yours.
Yeah, an ad. Let's go. Well, technically these are all ads, but you know what I mean. Yo, Toad. I need to do a better Toad impression. Oh look, the slime from Dragon Quest. Pikachu. It's Pikachu, guys. Nintendo, go after them like you did Power World. I think all the things I no, never mind. I said the Toad, obviously Mario, Dragon Quest, slime is not Nintendo. I don't know why I was gonna say. I think all the things I said were Nintendo, so they should go after them. are all just ads for PC. And I guess mobile too. Wow, Switch 2! Wow, we finally got it, the Switch 2. Wow. Watch it beat, this is the only thing. Along with the Street Fighter thing, watch it be the only thing for Switch 2. Not any new games, like, announced by
Here is another game throwing
third
back
parties.
to a classic animation style. Enter a surreal world where you're a down-on-his-luck outcast who has to battle his inner demons, literally, in this action roguelike. Here's Into the Unwell.
Ew. This looks so weird. I do like how like unique it is, so
Another relapse, huh? Get well soon. Maybe it's too much for someone
this feels
like
like a
you.
3D version of Cuphead, kind of. I kind of am digging this game. Also, I forgot about the Nickelodeon thing. That's kind of another game I was kind of interested in. It has a few different game styles.
Still look a little unwell.
To the unwell. So let's just say there's 5 games from this like show that I've been like, that looks really cool and I'm really excited, or at the very least interested
I'm
in
Ian
them.
Prue, the co-founder of
5 games.
7 Games. When we started
And
Splitgate
I'm kind of
in our
stretching
dorm
with-
room, we just wanted to make a game we could play with our friends. And
With, like,
20
2 of
million
them.
of you played with us. Now, with the help from our amazing community, we've built Splitgate 2. Why? Because I grew up playing Halo. And I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year. And I wish we could have Titanfall 3. With Splitgate 2, we asked ourselves, how would we take Portals to the next level? What if you could portal to entirely different worlds? So we combined the action, movement, and gunplay of arena shooters with the
So
scale
I
and
hate that
intensity
hat
of
because it's a
something
clear
much
like
bigger.
Trump thing.
Splitgate Battle Royale
Similar
launches
to it.
free right
Make
now,
FPS
and it's
ready.
fucking awesome.
Oh my god, he coughs. Owie zowie. I'm gonna break that. I'm getting copyrighted. Whoa, 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 whoa. Guys, I prefer Game Awards than the. How do I kind of don't want to watch Summer Game Fest. First time watching it and I'm already like, I don't think I want to watch this again. The Game Awards are more interesting, and they're not even that much more interesting, but they are. We'll never see the Switch 2 again, are we?
Now we are honored to showcase the latest project from the talented minds at RGG Studio in Japan.
I want to play Mario Kart World instead of watch this. I don't have that game yet. Yet. Soon. For some reason I was going to say this is Yakuza, but I think this is a new IP, right? By the Yakuza people. I think it was talked about before. Rip tries to die immediately from that fire. Or at least be burned.
Got a name?
James Bond. Or Bond. James Bond.
Daito. A Jap then, huh?
Don't I look like one?
You're not? So, what are you then?
Yakuza. This is actually Yakuza. Contact Century. Stranger Than Heaven. Is that what it's called? The game?
You saw it at TGA last year as Project Century set in 1915, and now the full name has been revealed. Stranger Than Heaven, the brand new title from RGG Studio. This time it's now 1943. Knowing RGG, I'm sure more surprises are sure.
So they changed the date? How dare they?
All right, well, we're almost done here, but we do have one final, very special global game announcement to share with all of you.
Please be worth it.
Today we've showcased a lot of projects from teams around the world.
Yeah, and I'm only care about like 5 of
brand
them.
new studios, and we're proud of that. But this one comes from a studio.
I'm still probably the most hyped about Scott Pilgrim, to be honest.
Blockbuster games.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm not even a Scott Pilgrim fan, really. It's just, I don't know, it just really got me like, oh my god.
By the scale, scope, and ambition of this developer's vision. And while there are many places, really any place, this game could have been revealed, we are so deeply honored that we get to share it with the world right here at Summer Game Fest.
Silk Song, Half-Life 3. If they somehow do that, then I guess this would automatically be the best show ever, right?
Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Oh, coming.
Also, this is, well, I mean, obviously not Silk Song, unless they really changed it up.
No, 2 days.
And I'm pretty certain not Half-Life 3.
We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Runwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
What is this game?
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. Special one. Chosen one.
Miss Ashcroft. Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
What is this? I'm kind of interested, but like, what is it? Ugh. Ah. Okay, never mind. Scratch that as horror. I mean, like. Requiem. Wait. Oh. Whoa! Whoa! Resident Evil? Wait! Whoa! Okay. You stupid person. I hate you. I hate you. Because you said we would wait like a while for Resident Evil 9.
There you have it.
Okay.
Resident Evil Requiem.
Okay.
And it will be playable to fans this August at Gamescom.
Find 6 games that were good.
August 19th.
And I'm excited for.
Resident Evil Requiem marks a bold shift for the franchise, both in tone and gameplay, and today's reveal isn't just about survival horror. Expect high-stakes cinematic action too, with much more to share soon leading up to its
I thought it
launch
looked very
on February
interesting.
27th,
I'm surprised it's Resident
2026.
Evil. That's cool.
Amazing. Thank you, Capcom. That was an amazing announcement. Glad we kept it a surprise. All right, that's going to do it for our live Summer Game Fest show. Let's thank our co-host, Lucy James. Didn't you do a great job, everyone?
Fine, 9 because of Resident Evil 9. 6 announcements that I thought were cool. Okay,
You kept that so secret.
Very
the Muppets thing,
All right, well, there's much more
Muppets
Summer Game
fighting,
Fest to come. Make sure to visit SummerGameFest.com.
Lego
Listing of all
Party
the digital
thing,
events this weekend. Watch
Nickelodeon,
more games, including the Xbox Game Showcase on
Scott
Sunday.
Pilgrim. That's like probably
Stay
still the
tuned
most
online
hyped
to see
thing for
coverage
me.
of many of the playable games at Summer Game Fest Play
Of
Days,
course,
which take
Resident Evil
place this
9,
weekend in LA.
and then that other
And make
game
sure
I
to
can't
stay
remember the
tuned
name
for Day
of,
the
but like
Devs,
it had
which is
unique
coming
style
up
with
next,
like
with additional new reveals from
with like,
incredible independent studios around the world and deeper looks at
it's
some
kind
of
of
the
like
independent
Cuphead,
games
like in a
showcased today.
3D sense.
Thanks so much, everyone.
Awesome. And thanks to you, Lucy. Great job co-hosting. All right, that's going to do it for Summer Game Fest. We will see you at Gamescom on August 19th. Thanks, everybody.
Okay, but we're gonna still watch this because it's the Day of the Devs. Let's watch this thing coming up next. I don't know how long this is gonna be. Oh, Jesus Christ! Ah! Jesus Christ! Why was that so loud? Jeez. Watch it be very quiet when it comes back. Jeez. But yeah, overall, I mean, again, there were 6 announcements that I liked. Probably 2 that were like really cool. The Resident Evil thing, that's really cool. I'm happy about that. And of course, Scott Pilgrim. The other 4 I mentioned, I just like, oh my god, that looks cool. You know, I thought it looked interesting. Was this worth watching as my first ever Summer Game Fest? I don't think so, but you know, it's not technically over yet. We have the Day of the Dev, so let's watch it.
Your video games? Your library is full, but it's leaving you feeling empty inside? If you sat down and played your entire games library from beginning to end, by the time you finished, you'd be 9,000 years old, and everyone you loved would be dead, including you. Don't let this happen. There is a better way. Hi, I'm Tim Schafer from Video Games. And
I
I'm
never
here
watched
to
the
tell
Day
you
of the
good news
Devs
about Day
thing
of the Devs.
before.
Day of the Devs is an all-volunteer curation committee that plays hundreds of games so you don't have to. It brings you the very best of them to show you at places like this digital showcase that you're about to see today. How much does this cost, you might ask? $5 million? $10 million? Absolutely nothing. Day of the Devs is a non-profit and supported entirely by generous contributions from people like you and also our generous sponsors. So all you have to do right now is sit back and prepare to be inspired. Enjoy Day of the Devs Digital Showcase.
I'm excited to introduce the first look at a new title from Annapurna Interactive and the developers at No Goblin. Ever wanted to live the fantasy of casing a place, gathering intel, and pulling off a heist, all as a mysterious master thief? Well, in Snap and Grab, you'll be able to.
I could do that in real life. I mean,
How
what?
it's different.
Hello, I'm Saskia, senior level designer and artist at No Goblin.
I'm Jamie, senior animator
I was
at
like,
No Goblin.
are
We're
those
excited
like?
to share with you
Oh yeah, I'm not a
No
goblin.
Goblin's
Like, is
new
that like a
upcoming game, Snap and Grab?
from?
Snap and Grab? What does that mean?
I'm glad you asked. Picture this.
They remind me of the Tamra and
You
what's the
are nestled
name?
between
The
high
people
fashion
from
romance
Nostalgia
and high
Critic.
ticket crime.
As Mithy Novato,
Malcolm.
the world's greatest photographer, you'll be tasked with visiting a variety of rich and lavish settings, in which you'll have one question on your mind. What will you be stealing tonight?
That's a big
In
coconut.
Snap and Grab, you will do cool crimes with only your camera and your crew.
As you visit each venue, you will snap a variety of high-ticket items, and anything that might help or hinder your crew's chances of getting to them.
Then, you're done snapping. You'll use
This
your
kinda reminds me
photos
of
to
Foam
assemble your
Stars,
own
which reminds me-
step-by-step plan
There
for
was
your
a thing
crew
where,
to grab your future possession.
They were like, oh, Square Enix will be at the Game
Just be
Awards,
sure
but
to
it'll be a
consider
Foam
anyone
Stars
who might
level
get in your
announcement. I
way,
think that was that
including Rio,
multiplayer
the
thing.
detective who's been on
That was the
Nifty's trail for
murder
quite some time
mystery,
now.
whatever.
Who knows when she'll catch up?
As your anonymous deeds
think.
make headlines, you'll attract new crew, giving you access to new ways to snap and grab.
Will you be able to plan the next perfect heist?
Or will your heist fail spectacularly?
I wasn't expecting it to look like that.
We can't
Well,
wait
did
to
I
see
see the
what
arm
you plan
glitch?
next in Snap and Grab.
Available early next year on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S.
No Switch.
Does Untitled
or
Goose Game
Switch
ring a
2.
bell? It was one of the
Oh,
very
Untitled Goose Game?
early Day of the Devs
Like a
games.
sequel?
So early, in fact, that when we asked the dev what the name of the game was, they asked, do they have to have a name? You know the rest of the story. House, based in Melbourne, Australia, is developing a brand new kind of experience that's unlike anything else you've ever played. But I'm not the right person to describe what it is. Better served that these anthropomorphized ant, duck, wobbly creature things do it for you. Take it away.
Hello. We're House. You might know us because of our Goose Game. And we're here today to show you around our new game.
Oh.
It's a cooperative multiplayer adventure.
Was
made
this
for
game
friends to play
talked about
together.
before? I
It's
think it
called
was, right?
Big Walk.
Maybe.
It's a tricky game to describe, but it's mainly about
Like
doing
how
two
the
things,
thing moves.
talking and walking. So talking, it's a big part of Big Walk, and we've put a lot of work into making a proximity voice chat system that feels natural and playful. You'll sound different if you're speaking up close.
Hello.
Or far away. Or in a tunnel. Or
This is
over a
kinda
walkie-talkie. Or behind soundproof glass. In a situation like this, where you can't hear each other, you'll need to find other ways to communicate. So we've given you lots of ways to point and
Caveman.
gesture.
There they are.
Or
and plenty of tools to stay in touch
people that
when you're out of
don't
earshot.
understand the same language.
And if you can't use voice chat, or you just don't feel like it, we've also made a proximity text chat system, so you can play the entire game that way as well. Hello.
The game is set in a big open world that we filled with all kinds of stuff. To
This
see it
is
all,
kind of
you'll need to
cool,
go
not
for a
gonna
big
lie.
walk. Exploring as part of a group is a special feeling.
Too bad I don't
Our
have
chat
friends.
system makes it important to stick together, so navigating the world of Big Walk requires lots of teamwork and talking.
Also, I'm anti-social, so...
As you explore, you can split up and go off on your own adventures, or even lose each other accidentally. When you're apart, you won't be able to talk face to face, and so finding your way back together isn't always straightforward. If you get lost in the bush, don't worry. You'll find plenty of ways to stay in touch and find each other again.
Hello? If anyone can hear me, please shoot up a flare. Thank you.
This building behind me has a challenge in it. Completing challenges like these is the way you make progress through the game.
This
They're
looks
all about
actually
teamwork,
really
and they're
cool.
all
I
a
like
little bit
this
different.
game.
A lot of them are designed so that you find funny and surprising
Sharing
new ways
games,
to
does this
talk.
count still
You
as the
might
Game
introduce some
Awards? It
writing,
kinda...
or come up with a special
Part of the
code,
same stream.
or even sing to each other.
Okay, so you want to find a speaker that's like
They're not all about talking though. There's a bit of platforming in there, some sports, and some weirder stuff too. Our challenges are open-ended, and leave plenty of room for you to do things your own way. Like the rest of the game, challenges in Big Walk are about the joy of muddling through things together.
There
So
would be a
that's Big
great
Walk.
streamer game.
There's heaps to see.
I guess I'm a
but there's
streamer,
also lots of
but
room
you
to
know,
just hang out in between.
popular
We think there's some real magic that
streamers
happens
for
when
friends.
you forget your plans and find yourselves doing something else entirely.
You can sit and watch the sunset,
Tell stories as you wait for the night to pass.
Go dancing.
or you could steal your friend's binoculars and kick them into the ocean.
Oi.
Mean.
Sorry.
We hope you enjoyed this little tour and got a sense of what we think is so special about this game. We made Big Walk to be a nice way to hang out with your friends in a video game, and we hope you like playing it as much as we do. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
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 I like this game. I like it. Too bad I'll never play it because I am anti-social.
This next title is from the art director of Journey and the team at Giant Squid, who brought you beautiful titles like Abzu and The Pathless. You'll see the DNA of all those games in this one as you surf the sand on your sword and bring the sea back to life. This is Sword of the Sea.
Hi, I'm Matt Nava. I'm the creative director at Giant Squid, and I'm very excited to share with you our latest game, Sword of the Sea.
Oh, Sword of the Sea. This
Sword
is
of
the one
Sea
from
is
the State of Play that's coming to PS
adventure
Plus.
game where you surf on a sword. And it is trying to give you the kind of spiritual experience that you get as a surfer, a snowboarder, a skater. It takes a lot of what I've done in my previous games, going back all the way to Journey, Abzu, The Pathless, and you're going to see those elements in the game, but it's going to take you somewhere new. Sword of the Sea is all about movement, getting into
Kind
a
of
flow
funny
state.
to see this game come
And
out
it's something that
very
as a
close to
snowboarder, I've
the
experienced myself.
Switch game
I
that
feel like there's this kind of magical experience.
there's
you
also a
have
surfing game
with
in the
these extreme
desert.
sports. When you're doing it, you actually find this kind of meditative quality. You are moving very quickly, but you get to understand nature in a way that you can't otherwise. You get to see the whole mountain at once, and that lets you kind of connect with the world in a deeper way. And I think that's
I might
why we
actually
want to-
check this game out on PS Plus when it comes out.
I'm really excited because Sword of the Sea has music written by Austin Wintory, a longtime collaborator who I work with on Journey, Abzu, The Pathless, and he's done countless other game scores. It also has movement inspired by the old skating and snowboarding games. So if you played the Tony Hawk games, if you played the old snowboarding games, you're going to love the way that you move in Sword of the Sea. We can't really guarantee that the game will be a spiritual experience for players, but what we can do is create the environment, the conditions under which you might have one. Sword of the Sea is coming out this year, August 19th, on PlayStation 5 and PC, so wishlist now. Thank you.
This next world exclusive is a sequel to a game that has over 4 million players and counting. A runaway hit, if there ever was one. But to make a sequel, you have to bring something new to the genre, something evolved, and that's exactly what this developer did.
That shirt is kind of weird, by the way. That's a co-op experience since It Takes Two. Is that Sade as Bill as Split Fixin'? First time ever. That I could say for the first time in forever.
Hi, I'm Wyatt with Coin Crew Games, and we're here to announce Escape Academy 2, Back to School, the sequel to Escape Academy.
I never heard of this
2 is an
game.
open world escape room game,
Or
where
the first
through
game.
your escape room classes, you can explore a living and breathing campus that functions as one big escape room. We felt inspired by games like Animal Well and the Legend of Zelda series, and how they leverage free roam puzzle solving. So we're
Cool
really
that they
excited to
mentioned
bring
Zelda
that
on my
into
Game
the
Awards, which is afraid to say anything Nintendo related.
Our background as a studio is in building immersive narrative escape rooms. So when we started making a sequel for Escape Academy, we asked ourselves, how can we push that even further? We looked at feedback from the first game, and the #1 most requested feature, by a huge margin, was more academy, to really get to be a student at the school. This time around, we're going to let you explore the campus, to go to classes, meet other students, and most importantly,
So like
find lots of rooms to
Sona
lock
or
yourself
Pokemon
into.
Scarlet and Violet.
What was once a 2D level select map is now a fully realized explorable space. Whether you're returning to the
I don't
academy
remember
or
where I
stepping
was
in for the
last
first
at
time, you'll
Pokemon
find yourself in a
Scarlet.
world full of unique environments, from dusty
I want to
puzzle
check it out when I
outlines
get the Switch
to
2.
hidden rooms in unsuspected places. The campus is designed to reward curiosity with secrets tucked into every corner for players to discover.
She looks cute, by the way.
From lighting and
I
atmosphere
mean, what?
to environmental storytelling, we've pushed every element to heighten immersion and mystery.
For Escape Academy 2, our approach to narrative is to really lean into the roleplay of embodying a student at the academy. You can talk to your fellow escapists, unlock quests, discover lore, and naturally get hit with a deluge of groan-worthy puns. Apologies in advance. Over the course of the game, you'll puzzle your way through character-driven quest lines that string together campus challenges and escape rooms, taking you through your second-year curriculum and the game's
So
central
is this
mechanics.
academy like all about
Want to
being
get
in
a
an
sneak peek
escape
at the game and
room?
help us unlock its full potential? Join our Discord and sign up for a playtest. We'd love to borrow your brain.
Wishlist Escape Academy 2 today on
Like, how
Steam.
does
And we'll see you when you
Escape
get
Academy
back
work?
to school.
Devo, Smashing Pumpkins, Lush. All these bands are part of the 80s, 90s
Everyone's
vibe
playing
and
Mario
is
Kart
mixtape
World. They're making
from
me
the
mad.
prolific creators of The Artful Escape. But this is not a music game
Think she should've
or a
fixed
game
her
about
shirt.
music. It's a
Or
game
whatever.
about life and friends and the music that gets us through it.
Oh hi, I'm Johnny Galvin from Beethoven and Dinosaur, here in Melbourne, Rock City. This is our secret hideout where we make video games. This is one of our artists, fuck off. We're the BAFTA award-winning team behind The Artful Escape. But who cares? What's next? We're making a mixtape. I thought we were
What's the
just
mixtape
kids.
thing?
We're in there for those two. Oh, cool. Mixtape is a coming-of-age action-adventure game about three friends on their last night together, listening to a perfectly curated soundtrack. It's a psychedelic retrospective, a musical journey that documents the breadth of their friendship and their greatest hits.
That's really dangerous. So why is there last night together? What's going on? Moving?
The
Dying?
whole game is a mixtape.
I'm
The music is a mixtape. There's a mixtape of mechanics, from skateboarding to pulling slushies. A mixtape of eras, a mixtape of art styles and media designed to take you back to the teenage wasteland.
You gonna get your stash and keep going?
That's a rookie move.
Yeah, have we taught you nothing, Cassandra?
What? We all go up to my room and immediately bolt? Don't give away your grabbing boots.
But is the music any good? Holy flippin' meatballs, let me tell you all about it. Thank you very much. We got Joy Division, Devo, I love Devo, Smashing Pumpkins, Portishead, Roxy Music, Silverchair,
But I never heard of any of
The
these.
Cure, Susie and the Banshees, Stan Bush, Jesus and Mary Chain, the unkillable Iggy Pop, and apparently many more.
Are they following us?
I can't go to prison.
Boxes!
Are they winning along? What do they do?
What are we doing?
If that looks you in the eye, dude, don't blink.
Played on Game Pass day one,
Oh!
listed on Steam.
It's on Game Pass?
PlayStation.
Oh, well, definitely gonna check it out. I mean, I thought this game looked already cool. Actually, this is a game. Actually, so I still. Well, this was in the Game Awards thing, so it says say 7 at the Game Awards. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. 7
Did you see
games
that
that looked
Dreambox
interesting.
Studios just announced their next title, Blighted, moments ago at the Summer Game Fest? Well, now they're here to give you an in-depth look at the game.
Hey, I'm Ian, the lead designer at Drinkbox Studios.
And I'm Augusto, art director at Drinkbox.
We're excited to finally tell you about our new game, Blighted. Blighted is a hardcore action Metroidvania set in a psychedelic
I really wish I knew how
Western
long this thing
The
was.
game's full of mysteries and secrets, and one of its coolest features is a dynamic difficulty system that constantly changes the enemies, the player, and the world around you as you play.
People in this world have a sacred ritual. When someone dies, a seed is planted in their brain. Over time, a tree grows from their skull and bears fruit. By eating this fruit, one gains knowledge and experience of their ancestors. That's how it was for generations. That is, until the one day called Solstice defiled the ritual. He discovered that by eating brains raw, he gained immense power. Solstice ate the fruits, destroyed the trees, and devoured your entire community. And in doing so, he released a reality-altering disease known as blight. As the lone survivor, you have a singular goal. Hunt down
Is it
Solstice.
bad to say I like this more than the Game Awards?
Now, like the rest of the world, you're afflicted with blight.
I mean, I don't know how long it's gonna be, but it's not gonna be as long as the Game Awards. Or the Summer Game Fest. I keep goofing up. Have I been saying Game Awards this entire time?
Harness it to fight back even harder.
How long have I been saying Game
Constantly
Awards?
chaining together finishers.
Either way,
blighted beasts, devouring your brains and using your memories to fight and explore.
Because
with enough blighted memories, you'll start
shorter,
seeing layers of reality,
more games that look
reach hidden locations,
unique
and discover
and interesting
Blighted
consistently.
marks our studio's first venture into 3D, allowing the art team to bring their designs to a whole new level as they craft gorgeously eerie worlds for you to explore. You'll be making your way through remains of long-dead civilizations, manifested nightmares, through minds carved into the interior of petrified giants and scaffolds to the gods. Drinkbox has a rich history with action games, from Guacamelee to Severed to Nobody Saves the World, and we're excited to craft another one that will put your skills to the test. Blighted will support full co-op like many of our past games, and we're working with composer Jim Guthrie to create a soundtrack you'll never forget. We're excited for you to try the game, and we're aiming to have a playable demo later this year.
Wishlist the game on Steam and follow us on social media to make sure you don't miss it.
This next title is from a bona fide Day of the Devs alumni, Outerloop, whose games Thirsty Suitors and Falcon Age have both been previously celebrated in our showcases. Outerloop prides itself on being a minority-led studio with a mission to create accessible
Is
but
that
meaningful
the
games
guy
for
in
underrepresented
the
communities.
back there? Is that the guy
This
from
title is a beautiful and vibrant example of just that.
Psychonauts?
This is Dosa Divas.
Look like it, kinda. Or more cutesy-fied.
Pack the
spicy RPG.
No one cooks anymore.
What are you, Garnet? Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl, and Steven.
I'm so hungry.
Was that doing the Naruto run? Salty sister? This reminds me of both Smash Bros. And also, like I mentioned, Garnet. It kind of also reminds me of like Save the Lives. One last meal.
Hi, I'm Eka, Creative Director of Outer Loop Games, and I want to introduce you to our new game, Dos of Divas, a spicy narrative-based RPG. Platform through vibrant villages, battle corporate goons, reconcile with loved ones, and eat one last meal together before saying goodbye. Double jump, drill, and grapple your way through the world to discover local ingredients, hidden paths, memories, and new friends. Engage in a flavorful turn-based combat system where every attack packs some heat. Especially when you time it right. Hitting the action button as the hit lands amplifies your attack.
The Garnet Saragel has a seal that's kind of funny.
Use boost points at the start of your turn to multiply damage on attacks and skills. Match enemy flavor cravings to break down their defenses and leave them stuffed. Cook up made-to-order food to wake up villagers from a processed food-induced haze.
Oh, I forgot about Sonic Lost Worlds. That was kind of cool as a game of so neat. Fine, I'm starting to think maybe the Game Awards, or the Summer Game Fest, whatever, wasn't that bad. But I still feel like really long and a lot of games that were like just look so similar.
Our pals at Heart Machine, creators of Hyperlight Drifter and Hyperlight Breaker, have teamed up with our buds at Devolver. They're mixing things up with surreal, interdimensional demon horror. It's a genre, right? Or is it a genre? It probably should be a genre. Here it is.
What? This looks weird and cool. Is that the guy? What happened to him? He looks skinnier and also vibrant. Looks like not all his students died. I think they, I don't know. This actually looks really cool too.
Hi, I'm Miriam, producer at Heart Machine, working on Possessors. Possessors is a search action game set in Sensu, a corporate-run city which has been overrun by demons. What you've just seen is one of 4 animated shorts we made with Powerhouse Animation. They each tell the story of how a character or a creature from Possessors survived the attacks of the demon, or how they perished. In Possessors, we play as Luca, a teenager from Senzu who was injured in the disaster. Luca was forced to make a deal with a demon named Rem for both of them to survive. Rem possessed her, killed her, and made her strong. Now Luca and Rem are stuck together and forced to get along. They'll have to climb Senzu's skyscraper and fight through hordes of feral demons to escape the city. Along the way, Luca and Rem will discover what Senzu's corporate master was hiding, and piece together what happened by sharing their memory of the On behalf of the team, we're all very excited for you to play Possessors, which comes out later this year. In the meantime, you can wish this Possessor on Steam, or try Yuka's new Demon Power for yourself. A demo of the game will be available later today.
That's cool. This actually does look cool.
Moonlighter hooked me with its novel shopkeeping
Oh,
gameplay,
Moonlighter too?
its clean combat, and its satisfying dungeons and
I've seen
market
it.
gameplay. I could seriously play it all day, and I did. The developers at Spain-based Digital Sun seem to have made some ambitious upgrades to its sequel, including an
Is it gonna be
expansive
confirmed
3D
for
world
Switch
with a
2,
big change from
please?
its previous pixelated form. I hope you're as excited as I am to take a peek at Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault.
Hi there, this is Isra from Digital Sun. I'm beyond thrilled to
I really
share
like
this event with
Moonlighter.
you and show what's in store for Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault. Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault is a sequel to our beloved shopkeeping roguelike. As in the first game, here you venture into ever-changing dungeons to fight enemies and find relics. Then you go to your shop, sell your loot, and turn it into a profit to get
It's
better
so
gear.
greedy now.
This unique blend of gameplay is what made the first game so special, and now we're bringing it to a whole new dimension of quality and ambition. Talking about new dimensions, his entry begins in Dresna, a blood-brimming town. Here, Will finds himself stranded after one of his adventures. He won't be alone though. Old and new faces will join him along the way. For now, let's jump straight into the portal, where every adventure unfolds and both battles and looting take place. From the arid lands of Holdu to the grassy landscapes of Hylia, each biome offers new mechanics, enemies, and rewards. Combat has been vastly
I don't
improved,
remember if
with
I
some enemies specialized in ranged
finished
weapons,
everything
while
on
others focus
Moonlighter.
on
I know I
close
beat the
combat.
main game,
As you
but I
play
think
a
there were
rogue,
DLC, and I don't know if I did that.
You might find a perk, in-run effects that can increase Will's power and unlock new abilities. The other option might sound familiar to veteran merchants, as you can also stumble upon a chest. Inside, you'll find tons of priceless relics. Depending on where you place them, relics will unleash all kinds of effects. Backpack management will influence the outcome of your expeditions. Unlike in the first game, you'll be able to see the base value of each relic, although backpack effects can double or triple your profit. Let's say that you keep the adventure running. Let's say that you even feel brave enough to face one of Moonlighter's two bosses. These battles will put your skills to the test. Take the so-called Herald, for instance. This is one of the first bosses of the game, and shows how the combat has evolved in the first Moonlighter. The Herald will throw projectiles and beams non-stop, forcing you to find cover and dodge hits. He's also protected by a sound barrier that you'll need to deactivate before striking back. Merchants need to be smart. It doesn't matter how far you get. Successful runs leads to the same place, your shop. The shop is where you put a price on your loot and try to get the best deals. There are ways to influence the outcome. For now, all I can say is, haggle hard, sell harder. Well, there's actually something I can already share with you. Just like the perks in the dungeons, you can also unlock special effects each time you open your shop. They can
I am
also
interested in this game. I haven't actually been seeing too much of it. Maybe they haven't sold too much of it, but it's cool to see it.
We call it a shopkeeping roguelike after all.
Could you see how it's like similar and
That's it for
different
now.
from the first
After
game?
nearly 7 years since the original Moonlighter was released, we hope you are as excited as we are. Please stay
It comes
tuned
out
for
on Game
socials
Pass,
for
but I
all
wish
things
it was on
Moonlighter 2: The
Switch
Endless Vault.
too.
See you in Dresna.
Inspired by Pietro Riva's manifesto, Rejector, Thomas feels driven to advance our medium by creating games for new audiences and to hopefully entice those who might not be usually interested
Also,
in
is this
playing
thing
games
almost
to
over
take an
because
interest.
my phone
Thomas
has died?
Waterson, creator of Please Touch the Artwork.
Can last a bit
Listeners,
longer, but
please
like,
watch the artwork.
still. Oh, premiere.
Hi, welcome to Day of the Devs ASMR edition. My name is Thomas Waterson, and I'm a developer from Belgium. I'm the creator of Please Touch the Artwork, a series of casual and accessible games based on real paintings, where I explore what would happen if we did touch the artwork. I usually start by choosing a painter I like, and then think about what gameplay could fit their art style. For my third game, I fell in love with American realist painter Edward Hopper. But this time, you're not gonna be touching artworks. You're just gonna be watching them. At night.
And night. Ew.
Please.
I mean, not
Touch
ew,
the
but-
Artwork is a psychological spot the difference game where you
This wasn't
are
expected.
watch the Museum of Animated
Mama.
Movement. In short, Mama. Your job is simple. Watch the paintings and report any anomalies. However, these are not your everyday paintings. They are alive, and there is a mysterious sad clown wandering around, spreading their sadness over all the paintings. You're gonna need a good memory, focus, and lots of coffee to avoid this from happening. If you don't know Edward Hopper, no worries. You don't need to know to be able to enjoy the game. But he's most famous for his painting, Nighthawks. He depicted themes like loneliness and urban isolation. So for me, it made sense to create a
It's
psychological
crazy to
horror
see
game.
the
I also wanted a
nudity.
that made people really look at the paintings, hence the spot the difference gameplay. There are no jump scares in this game, and no monsters. The only things that are chasing you are the feelings of paranoia, self-doubt,
Let's
and
go
maybe
for
some
letting me
nostalgia
know.
towards Hopper's America from the early 20th century. Okay, you've got some clowns, but they are kinda harmless. It's just you, the night, and the paintings. I don't have a release date yet, but you can now wishlist the game on Steam.
Well, we're not coming to Sweats, so.
Don't tell this to anyone. It's probably gonna be around Halloween this year. Thanks to Day of the Devs for giving me this wonderful opportunity, and I really hope you like this bizarre little thing I made. Bye bye.
So wait, what's it called?
We've had a long time love affair with this next dev at
Please
Tribute
watch
Games.
the
It goes all the way
artwork.
back to the very first day of the devs, where we showed Mercenaries games. It's been amazing to see what they've done since then with games like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge, which is a huge nostalgic bomb, and they're set to deliver again with Marvel Comic Invasion.
Hi, I'm Frédéric Genos.
And I'm Kevin Chiasson. We are part of Tribute Games from Montreal, Canada.
Was there a
and are currently
first
working on Marvel
thing,
Cosmic Invasion.
a first thing of the don't touch or whatever?
When Annihilus launches an attack across the galaxy, it's up to 15 Marvel superheroes to save the day.
So far, we've announced Captain America, Spider-Man, Venom, Wolverine, Storm, Nova, Phyla-Vell.
And we've just revealed that Rocket Raccoon and She-Hulk are joining the fight.
Each heroes have been designed around their unique strengths and powers. Some of them can take on airborne enemies, while others can deal devastating damage closer to the ground.
We also introduced an exciting mechanic, the Cosmic Swap, a tag team system allowing for instant switching between two heroes, creating powerful combos and unique strategies.
For level design, we recreated iconic Marvel settings such as the mutant heaven of Genosha, the high-tech mobile base of S.H.I.E.L.D. Helicarrier, plus a thrilling roster of legendary locations across the cosmos. We had a lot of fun inserting fan-favorite references for you to find out in the background, so keep a lookout.
As devoted fans of the Marvel Universe, we saw this project as a huge honor and a great opportunity to celebrate our childhood's fondest memories. Who knew that the countless hours spent at the comic book shop or the arcades would bring us here today?
We hope that Marvel Cosmic Invasion is a true love.
Okay, so I was looking at. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to this.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion
I was looking at. So he made two games called
This
Please Touch the Artwork, and the guy,
And now
because I'm
we're
actually interested in that game.
A horror fantasy
But the third game is Please Watch It.
with
So,
haunting and lovely music from Disaster Piece, composer.
So, okay, I see.
It Follows and Fez. And to boot, an amazing group of human developers from Vancouver.
how long is this thing? I really wish I knew how long it is.
Hi, I'm Isa, programmer and writer of Neverwait.
And I'm Pedro, artist and designer of Neverwait, a horror RPG in live scene, and the debut title of our new studio called Baldings.
You play the game as Fiona. After quitting your dead-end job, you try to start
Oh
over
my god,
on a
is it
farm,
2
a place where
hours?
you can escape from all your problems
I'm
and
Googling
finally
it.
start fresh.
But it gets darker. Fiona will find herself indebted as immortal herald of a dead god. With your sword, you can fight in a fast-paced combat, and you can choose your secondary gear to change how you fight, like a hookshot you just crafted.
But remember, you still need to keep your new life on track. You can do things like shopping at the Cellmart or paying your mortgage using your very own Luna OS computer. You can also befriend or even romance more than 10 characters, each with their own special cutscenes and routines
They look
that
like
can
a
interact with
Madeline.
each other.
And as you get closer to those characters, you can use those relationships to unlock new combat abilities that change the way you fight.
You can farm, fish, and cook, but Neverway doesn't play like a regular life sim RPG. Time progresses in 3 blocks: morning, afternoon, and evening, and you choose when
Dude,
to
how
advance
long
by
is
doing
this
things
thing?
like eating, sleeping, or reading a manual. The idea is to let you set your own pace, so you can choose when you want to fight or when you just need a break and see your friends.
You will eventually start searching for the Neverway, a decaying nightmarish reality that is slowly leaking into yours. There you'll learn what's happening to this dark, post-apocalyptic world as you pay out your debt.
If this sounds like your kind of game,
I don't see anything in it. When I first typed it in, Google AI, which is dumb, said it was 2 hours, along with the Game Awards. I can't find
It's time
anything
for a
else
world
about it.
premiere. This one from a studio based in Johannesburg called Nyamako. A previous title, the postmodern platformer Semblance, earned them a place on Forbes Africa's 30 Under 30 list back in 2018, along with a host of other accolades. Since then, they've been hard at work on Relooted, a heist game which tackles political and righteous subject matter. Please take a look.
We need a ride.
Something incognito.
Like a submarine.
No,
But also fast. Like a jet/submarine.
Can you be serious?
Ready.
I'm really gonna have to charge my phone, aren't I?
I'm Marcus, the lead animator at Yamako.
And I'm CJ, producer at Namako.
Relooted is set in the near future, where a new treaty has been signed between the West and Africa. The treaty goes that all African artifacts that are on public display must be returned to their country of origin. But museums are using a loophole to avoid repatriation. They begin to only exhibit artifacts in private. Our heist crew is made up of regular people who band together to see these artifacts returned to their country of origin, operating from a hideout in Johannesburg, South Africa.
Cuckoo, how do you do the mysterious pain, man?
Are you not tired? Rest. We have work to do tomorrow.
In the real world, a French government report estimated that 90% of sub-Saharan African cultural heritage is in the possession of Western collections. That is millions upon millions of deeply important cultural, spiritual, and personal artifacts, including human remains, that aren't in their rightful place. While the locations in the game are vague and invented, the 70 artifacts in Relooted are very much real, and, as of today, reside in Western museums and private collections. Take, for example, the Ngadi drum, a hugely important spiritual item to the Pokomo people of Kenya. It was believed destroyed in 1910. In reality, it had been sent and kept in storage in a European museum. In 2016, a museum let a Pokomo prince visit the drum in storage. He was the first Kenyan in over 100 years to see the drum. It still remains in storage today.
They're really tackling some important stuff here,
where they can learn more about these
which
artifacts.
you know people are gonna
Where
have
they're from,
controversy
their significance,
for.
and how they
Don't
came
you
to
love
be moved
controversy,
from the African
guys?
He was
It's so
taken
dumb.
to England following the suicide of his father and the defeat of the Ethiopians by the British at Magdala in 1868.
Relooted is a combination of action and puzzle. Once you pick up a target artifact, the alarm triggers, and you only have a certain time to get out before security arrests you. The puzzle comes in figuring out your plan, and the action comes in executing it. The heists are made up of 3 phases. In phase 1, you case the joints. collecting information about where the targets are and what obstacles
This
to
looks
face.
sounds like Xenoblade
From
2.
here, we can smash the
Or
security
Xenoblade
gates
as well,
and
not
get
Xenoblade
you
2.
up to the
It
next
looks more
one.
like Xenoblade X.
In phase 2, you roam the level, carefully avoiding tripping the alarm and preparing your escape route. In phase 3, you execute, flowing through your plan and evading security systems as you carry Africa's
I
heritage.
like the idea of this game.
Relooted is coming to Steam, the Epic Game Store, and Xbox Series X and S. You can wishlist it now.
Remember Patapon, that charming series of games about those little dudes walking around doing stuff and making music? Well, there's a sequel. Well, kind of a sequel. It's a spiritual successor. It's the core team from Sony Japan that made the OG games coming back at you with more charming little dudes doing stuff while making music. Here it is.
Also, I'm gonna charge my phone. This is clear it's not gonna be that short. I thought it was gonna be like 20-30 minutes. Not gonna lie. It might actually be 2 hours. Hopefully not, but
私は現在サーフィンやランニング、そして大好きなけん玉の練習をしている時以外は常にラタタンがより面白くなるようにしているところになります。
ラタタンはよりカラフルなデザインと
Sorry about this, guys.
ローグライトなど新たなゲームデザインに取り組んで日々開発を行っています。
そして皆さんと一緒に育ててきたファンベースはとても素晴らしいものであり、コミュニティに投稿していただける応援のメッセージとか可愛らしいファンアートにはいつも励まされています。
プロデューサーとして日々この業界の苦しさを感じております。ですがこのように自分たちの好きなゲームが作れることに日々喜びを感じています。我々インディーチームですのでまだまだ皆さんの支援が必要となります。今日は、新しいトレーラーをお持ちしましたのでぜひご覧いただきたいと思います。それではどうぞ。
sideways. I hate how it's sideways. So I think we knew about this game already, right? Okay, is that fine now? It still looks off. Why? That looks almost right. Okay, I think that's better now. Sorry about this. Okay, whatever. I just didn't want to risk it dying on me while the stream is. What's this called? Early access begins. Oh, is that it? Did I really charge my phone for nothing? I hate this. I hate this. I hate this.
This next game, led
Oh,
by
wait, no.
the legendary
Just
Warren
continue.
Spector of Epic Mickey and Deus Ex fame, is a totally new take on stealth. His talented team is making something like nothing else. It's an evocative game set in a turn-of-the-century universe, and I cannot wait to play it.
Hi, I'm Warren Spector, Chief Creative Officer at Other Side Entertainment. At Other Side, we don't play it safe. We take chances, we tackle harder problems, and we do what's right for games and gamers. And what's right now is Thick as Thieves. It's a multiplayer stealth action game, unlike any action or stealth game
This is a
you've
VR game, right?
experienced before.
It's about the
Response to the
Sony
idea
State of Play
has
too.
been terrific. The team behind the game is so excited by the response that we wanted to show you more. So here's an early pre-alpha sneak peek at Other Side's upcoming player-powered game, Thick as Thieves.
So we're trying to have all the bells and whistles of an immersive stealth game, like hiding in shadows, understanding NPC pathing and vision cones, and timing your movements with them, and lockpicking your way through a
So I believe I saw somewhere that Thick as Thieves was a
probably
series
the presence
before
of
that
other
wasn't VR.
players in the same game.
The thing is, I could study the AI all day long. I could study the levels all day long. But the other thing is, I don't know what another player is going to do. Are they going to actually pickpocket me, making situations that are just so fun, something that won't happen in another match ever again? I think that's the thing that I'm looking most forward to seeing players do.
I can feel like a real master of stealth or deceit or cunning, because I'm not just outsmarting NPC AI, which can be satisfying, but it's an actual human being that I'm getting the best of.
So one of our core design pillars in Thick as Thieves is to play with your ears. And to me, that means a lot as audio director, because you understand your surroundings at all times. You understand where you are on the map. You can hear where other thieves are. You can hear other threats like guards. You could also be able to tell, like, oh, I'm in this
I
quiet
did not know this was like a
and I can hear outside. It's
online
very loud. So I'm thinking to myself, wow,
multiple
okay,
player
it's raining,
type
and
game.
there's a thunderstorm.
Where they announced that the
Maybe
State
I
of
can
Play.
mask some of my sounds so I can kind of go in undetected.
Sounds like the other game that was trying to State of Play with players and stuff.
And a lot of this is not faked. If you hear a train in the background, in the distance, there's actually a train passing by in the world. Every thief for themselves, right? Thieves going at it 1v1v1. And one thing that I really like to do is kind of stay back in the shadows and watch everyone go at it. People are falling into my traps and then just waiting for the right moment to swoop in.
So every match is always fresh to me. The weather changes, the locations of the clues or the loot, the guard patrols, and of course the players are always on their own separate quests. So really anything can happen.
This actually looks pretty cool. But again, it's like a VR game, right?
For a while now, and I'm just totally stoked that other people are excited about it too. I really want to get this game in front of more players as soon as we can, and I'm hoping that many of you will sign up for a playtest. We'd love to get your feedback on the game, and we'd love to show you what we've been putting together over here. So, thank you very much.
This is a new title from a longtime collaborator of ours, both at Double Fine Presents, where we published our game Kids, and here at Day of the Devs, where we highlighted titles like Time Flies. Here's a first look at their new game, Pocket Boss.
Hi, I'm Mario. I'm roughly
Hi,
half of a
Mario,
small
it's
studio
Luigi.
called Playables based in Zurich, Switzerland. I worked on games like Plug and Play and Kids, but now I'm looking forward to
I think
show you
I've seen
something
those
brand
games,
new,
actually.
Pocket Boss. Pocket Boss is a short game about the small joys of manipulating data. As a remote worker, you're in touch with your boss through a chat interface and will get all kinds of requests. Be smart, erase competitors with one swipe of a finger, navigate the stock market without crashing, and generally find easy solutions
It's
for
actually
hard
kind of
problems.
cool.
Your boss will verify if everything looks correct, and most importantly, beautiful. But as if all that, the charts started at a life of their own. They go wild. Will you be able to tame them?
This looks actually kind
Maybe
of
even find
really
your own
cool.
satisfaction on your way to success. Pocket Boss is an intimate encounter with data, exploring the secret life of charts. The game will come out later this year. You can find more information and a link to the Steam page on pocketboss.ch. Thank you.
And It actually looks cool.
This autobiographical game is all about food and our complicated relationship with what we eat and what we see when looking at the scale. Its unique gameplay unpacks the frustration and even the strange humor of cooking, eating, working out, and more. And we finally have a release date.
Hi, I'm Jenny.
Hi, I'm AP.
We're the co-directors of Consume.
Oh look, the
Consuming
slime.
won the
That's the slime for Dragon Quest, like actually. Or maybe that's the... Actually, no, never mind. That's the Kirby slime.
It's about to get
right?
its release date announced at Day of the
Actually, I don't know.
After we talk
specifically
about how cool it is.
It could be either one. I don't know. Which one is that?
Did you feel like a complete jerk and or a loser in high school?
I still do.
And I did not stop her from spending several years of her adult life letting me make a hardcore role-playing game about it with her.
I was not my high school valedictorian. My grades were a toilet emoji. Furthermore, 0 European museums had ever yet featured an exhibit of my art.
I think that might be the Dragon Quest slime.
Want to do was
But it could also be the gummy dude
That's where
from
you come
Kirby.
in. Are you tough enough to help cartoon me get hot?
Each story chapter in Consume Me sees Jenny with new goals and not enough time to comfortably accomplish them.
So we're trying to make her attractive.
You, the player, must manage her schedule by making meticulous decisions about how to spend her free time.
Every activity costs or boosts different resources. These activities often involve mechanically hilarious minigames.
In Consume Me, putting food on your lunch plate is a puzzle game.
You can buy a sponge at the corner store to make the hitbox bigger in the bathroom cleaning minigame. And you can also wear a special outfit that results in your mom giving
This is
you
kind
more
of
money
based on the
to
life
clean the whole bathroom.
Yoga might kill you.
Of
You
her?
have cash on the street while walking your dog.
This part is based on real life, by the way. 1 out of every 16 times I walked my dogs over the past 4 years, I've encountered a crisp 20 on the ground.
So lucky.
Can you win the heart of the boy of your dreams? Can you hold on to it? Can you chart a course for a sustainable future? Can you fit just one more to-do goal on your
This
plate?
actually looks
Is it
pretty
already
cool.
full to bursting?
More importantly, does any of this matter, either in the game or in real life?
You don't have time to spoil the story here.
So you'll have to find out yourself when Consume Me comes to Steam on September 25th, 2025.
So no Switch.
Please wishlist it as soon as you can.
Or
Seriously,
Xbox
at the rate of
or
$20
PlayStation.
for 16 dog walks, it is going to take me 1,095.89 years to earn $1 million, and we need to make another game after this.
Thanks.
Thanks.
I actually really
Sometimes
like
great
the game.
games can go unnoticed. If you're lucky, maybe you build a small cult audience, but very rarely do those games go on to inspire huge games like Undertale. That's exactly what happened with this game. Originally released in 2008, and now seeing a release on Steam and Switch, this is off.
Hello, I am Marcus Ghost, a Brussels-based comic artist and creator of the game Off. Off is a game I made 15 years ago when I was still a big, sweet, bullying fry baby. It's a Japanese-inspired RPG where you control a baseball bat chasing ghosts in a cubic, strange world. I made this game with no other ambition than to create something funny to show my friends and a few people on the internet. But it got out of my control and became very famous. The reason is that the game is somehow cursed. It harbors a diabolical force that I can destroy. I ask you please not to play me.
Well, now I gotta play it.
Hi, I'm Jack Murphy, a dev on Off. I'm Ryan Allier, and the studio director. It's been a pleasure to work with Morse Ghost to bring Off to fans old and new. Off has inspired many indie RPGs over the years, such as One Shot and Undertale.
Hey everyone, it's Toby. Off was a big inspiration to me in Undertale, and I hope you will take this chance to play it either for the first time or the 100th time. Oh.
Off celebrates its 17th anniversary this year, and we've worked hard to preserve its original spirit as we bring it to modern platforms. In addition, Morse Ghost has designed 6 new boxes for returning controllers.
So
Plus,
was
we
this
have a
stuck on
soundtrack,
Steam or whatever?
and revamped consoles.
Also, I thought Undertale was inspired by Earthbound. I guess it could be inspired by multiple things, but I was hearing the Earthbound thing.
We're proud to announce Oft's release date for Nintendo Switch and Steam.
Oh wait, it's already on Steam. Where was it on? Where was it on? How would you even be able to play it? What's this game called? Off? Not Oof.
And now a world premiere from a studio based in Quebec called Game Team 6. This is their second game together, and it's one of those where the title kind of tells you all you really need to know. It has you sold before you even
How did it even... How
Please
could you
enjoy
even
your
play
first
it
look
before
at
then?
Tire Boy.
Hi, I'm Corey Martin.
I'm Thomas Tobin.
And I'm Andy Chmalenko. We're co-creators of Game Team 6, a small studio from Canada making heartfelt games with big ideas. We're so excited to introduce you to Tire Boy, a playful action-adventure platformer about a tire person.
Tire Boy is fast and nimble, leaping through lush environments, solving environmental puzzles, and taking on heroic battles.
This is weird looking.
All while helping locals and uncovering his own past. Tire Boy may be the last of his kind and was lost as a child. At the start of the game, we learn how he was raised by a large owl named Nestle. He doesn't know much about his family or ancestors.
It's a story about connection and curiosity as Tire Boy journeys through a vast, unfamiliar world.
I guess you
searching
could only
for
download
purpose
it
and
before
traces
via
of his
a...
forgotten origins.
Many of the locals
Like,
have grown fond of Tire Boy. They'll often ask him for things
like a
ranging from
link
small
or
favors
whatever?
to the game's main objective, which is to repair a giant radio transmitter to help the local community make contact with long-lost travelers. In spite of that silly premise, we're striving to make the world feel really grounded and genuine.
Another thing we've emphasized throughout development is being playful with the scale of things in the world, wanting to make the player feel small and make you feel like a kid, giving you that childlike experience of feeling like everything around you is impossible.
So is this like a
big.
toy
And that has
tire
a
from like a
meaningful
car?
impact.
Like, you know,
Given that you move fast
like a
and
toy
it feels
car?
more satisfying to do so in a big, sprawling world.
Tire Boy is weird, heartfelt, and full of little surprises. And we've built it to feel like a place you'll want to come back to, whether you're chasing big moments or just soaking in the quiet ones.
This is so weird.
Wishlist Tire Boy on Steam now and follow at TireBoyGame.com on
Breath
Blue
of the
Sky
Wild.
to keep up to date. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of the show.
Who doesn't love a vacation? Toem took us on a delightful expedition, and the sequel, Toem 2, takes us even further from 2D to 3D. Something we made from Sweden does it again.
Hello everyone, I'm Lucas.
And I'm Niklas.
Co-founders and developers at Something We Make. Some of you might remember us, or even better, our little game Toa from 2021's showcase.
Making Toem was an adventure on its own. We never thought it would bring a whole chapter afterwards filled with
I
love
think I've
from
seen
all
Game
around the world.
Explain review
And
this, I
that's
think.
why it's exciting and honestly a bit scary returning to something so dear to our and others' hearts. We teased the game at Wholesome Snack in December, and we're beyond stoked to show the game for the very first time.
Toem 2 is still a photography adventure that resides in a whimsical world, where the main objective is to photograph a phenomenon known as Toa. Set a few years after the original game, our protagonist now jumps into their biggest adventure yet. And what the phenomenon is this time, well, you'll have to discover that yourself.
Along their journey, they'll stumble upon special NPCs we call friends, each with their own personality and questline. These friends allow deeper relationships for the player, aiding them through fears and difficulties, hence becoming friends. Each friend gives the player what we call a camera tool. These tools allow new and interesting ways of interacting with the world through your camera. For example, the scissors, which cut things. Or take the hammer, which
This might actually be 2 hours, bro.
As you might have
I
noticed,
thought this
we
was
have
gonna be
updated
like
the visuals.
20, 30
It's a crafty
minutes
mix of
tops.
render styles that allows us to reimagine the world without compromising
I wanna
the
go
vibes.
eat.
And
I need to make a video. I made a sword already.
We have a new movement.
It's a random.
It's probably the biggest change compared to Tone 1.
I still
And you
gotta
can
make
now
a
jump
video.
and climb your way through the environment. It adds a lot of playfulness for us when designing quests and regions, ultimately making the world feel more free and open. And don't you worry, the handy camera continues to be the main gameplay component. This time, we made it feel a bit faster and snappier. And tying that in with the new movement, we can't wait to see the photos you'll take.
So to recap, more story, updated visuals, and a fun new movement system, but still the very same.
I want to
chill
eat
plus
that
experience.
bread.
The whole team is working so very hard to make Tone 2 something that can stand proudly beside the original game, celebrating what worked while improving the rest. So if you're interested to learn more, go wishlist the game and join our Discord. See you all real soon. Hello!
Are you looking for a way to support Day of the Devs and you just don't know what to do? We have a new collaboration with our partners at the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences. They have an annual program called Game Maker Sketchbook, which sees a celebration of artistry in games. And we don't mean just concept art, we mean character design, we mean storyboards, we mean iconography, all the different kinds of art that go into developing a game. They are putting a spotlight on, and it's awesome. This year we worked with an illustrator called Nimit Malavia to make this
Mario,
epic piece
Astrobot.
that features characters from all the best games of the year. Literally dozens and dozens of characters. A veritable Where's Waldo of every game character that you love. That print is limited edition and on sale at animated.com. All the proceeds go to the AIAS Foundation and Day of the Devs. Literally, we're nonprofits asking for your dough, but like it doesn't just mean giving money. It means you get something in return too. Isn't that a joyous thing?
We want to give a huge shout out to our flagship sponsor at Xsola, who really helped make Day of the Devs happen this year. Xsola is a global video game commerce company that aligns with our mission to help developers connect directly with players and sell more games, without giving up control or
You're doing this now
Launching
because
today
it's like
is a new
the
Day of the
last
Devs
announcement is
activation
coming,
on
or there's
Xsola
still like an
Spotlight,
hour
some of our
left.
favorite games from recent Day of the
Please
Devs
have like
days.
1 hour or one. No,
Scan
I don't want
QR
1
code
hour. No,
and use
no.
URL to explore some
Oh
amazing
no, it's gonna give me 1 hour.
Thanks again to Xsola for supporting the celebration of creativity and community.
Thank you, Greg, for that riff on Xsola. We are so happy to have them as our flagship sponsor. But we also have some other sponsors to thank because it takes a village to support Day of the Devs. We are a non-profit, and every little bit helps. We got our founding sponsors, Double Fine Productions and I Am 8-Bit. We have a
speaking of
whole list
sponsor,
other folks that have been contributing throughout the last
you can
year.
become a YouTuber Patreon member for me.
Annapurna Interactive, Clubhouse Games, Devolver Digital, Idea Xbox, 47 Communications, Panic, PlayStation, Razer, Sabotage Studio, Studio MDHR, Summer Game Fest, and Jeff Keighley and the whole gang at the Game Awards for your continuous support. Thank you so much.
And if you'd like to donate directly to Day
So
of
is
the
this
Devs,
the
you can
end?
go to dayofthedevs.org and do so there. And remember, Day of the Devs is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, so any donations are 100% tax deductible.
If you like what you saw here today and want more, just follow us on the World Wide Web, www.dayofthedevs.org. Please wish this
I think
games
this
and
is
lots of
actually it.
developers, and thank you for watching today. Thanks to all
Hey,
the
Sam.
developers for sharing their games. And thank you to all our generous sponsors.
We've been streaming for a while, though. I think. Yeah, this is 5 minutes of when we would usually stream.
Huge thanks to our friend Dose1 for providing the
Oh
Pizza
my
Video
God,
show.
stop shouting
Please
out,
stay tuned for
people,
music
jeez.
performance from the game Unbeatable in the band Peak Divide.
Are you guys gonna do
I'm
more
RJ Lake,
games,
and
or are
I'm
you
directing
gonna?
Unbeatable, a game where music is legal and you do crimes with Andrew Tsai over at D-Cell. This is a never-before-heard new track from this is mostly a never-before-heard track from Unbeatable. It's not a live performance, but all the performances in it are live, if that makes sense. That's because the guitarist is playing lead guitar and rhythm guitar and acoustic guitar and is the drummer, and our keyboardist is the cameraman. This should show you probably just how much work goes into even one of the songs on our 100% original soundtrack, which, by the way, starting right now, you can pre-order at dcellgames.bandcamp.com. That's right, at dcellgames.bandcamp.com. You can pre-order the soundtrack and you'll get all of the songs that we've shown off so far, including this one.
There's a big run challenge. that answers your question. No. Is it just a repeat? I mean, it probably is just a repeat. I'm done with Splatoon 3 unless there's like new content, like a new Splatfest or a new challenge. If it's just repeat Splatfest or repeat like if it's like literally just the repeat Splatfest or repeat challenge or whatever, I'm not doing it. If it's like a twist, you know, like a repeat, like Frosty Fest, but like with slightly different themes, then that's different. It's probably not new. Oh, Sam, can you go on Twitch and type in the chat explanation uptime? I want to test something on there. Can you go on Twitch to do that explanation uptime? I know he said that I preferred this over the Summer Game Fest. But at this point, this is also starting to drag. So, yeah. I want to eat food. I want to make a video. When I accidentally said this was going to be another hour long, I think this cursed me. So is this a guy or a girl? Or what are they? Unbeatable?
That song is called Worn Out Tapes, and it's actually going to be playable in our demo starting during Steam Next Fest on June 9th, alongside Worn Out Tapes' Tally Ho version, which you might recognize from Rhythm Doctor.
I remember hearing that first version of Worn Out Tapes all the way back in 2018, which is when we started working on the game. As time went on, the style of the game's music and the way we designed the charts for it evolved. And it's a full circle moment getting to bring you this brand new rendition of the song and the final version of the game.
Both the vocal album and the score for Unbeatable just went live on dcellgames.bandcamp.com for pre-order. And if you pre-order the vocal album, you get all of the songs that we've shown off so far, including Worn Out Tapes. And if you pre-order the score, you'll get all the background music from the demo, all the cop fight music, all of the baseball stuff from the demo. You can also listen to all of that starting today on our YouTube channel. And that's basically it for my calls to action for this. What else is there to say besides wishlist the game, play the demo, and thank you a lot. Like, genuinely super... we're not here without you. Like, genuinely. I don't have anything to say. I don't have any real words. All the planned stuff ended back when I stopped talking about the album. This... I can't really think of a good way to thank you, because there is more love that has come into D-Cell than I have any idea what to do with. This game doesn't exist without the support we've gotten so far. So, oh my god, from the bottom of my heart and everyone at Diesel Games, thank you so much. We're going to continue trying to do the best we can do.
Is that it now? What's the live chat say here? Did they say anything? Rip Silk Song. Shraz Game Fest. LL. L ending. They have the Grace Rig. No Silk Song. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is that it? What? What's this? What's this? What's the... Is this the other thing? What's this? What is this? There's more? I want to be done. I thought there's like 2 other presentations for technically for the Summer Game Fest, but I thought it was only... I thought they were separate streams. So confused. I thought they were gonna be separate streams, the thing. If this is because it's supposed to be like a showcase for like one game only, and then there's supposed to be something for the iOS, or not iOS, the Hitman and 007 people that made that. If it's this, then I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna get rid of it. But what is this? Like, is that like, again, it should be a separate thing. They said it was, I don't know. They announced the Persona 4 remake. Yeah, totally. I mean, yeah, that's totally what happened. It's kind of more interesting to have the chat on here. Roblox too. Skong, skong, skong.
Kenny's son makes video games. In fact, Kenny's son has made games for as long as he could remember. Even as a young man, his curiosity and dedication to the art was apparent. His parents, his teachers, and his friends all knew this about Kenny. He loved video games, and his desire to make them was undeniable. Taking inspirations from the world around him and the games that formed his tastes, Kenny was always in front of a screen, tinkering away at whatever idea fluttered through his mind. Video games would take Kenny far in life, but he could have never expected the heights he'd one day reach.
One day, I'm gonna make a game called Bob just for you.
Is this the developer digital showcase? I thought it was gonna be a separate presentation though. Tell me why 3. I guess this is the thing. Is it really just the thing? If so, we'll start ending the stream or start wrapping up.
Hey there, I'm Kenny, Kenny's son,
and I'm coming up with my new game, Ball Pit. And this is how
I think this is. But why did they say? They said it was gonna be a separate stream. I don't know. Whatever.
Yes, it's just me.
There's like 5 of us kidding.
So, my first notable game was Circa Infinity.
Another trash hour.
I devoured the digital when I first fished it together. But that
I have no interest in this game. I'm just looking it up. Or trying to.
And I'm so grateful for the early support from players and no props to devour the digital for obvious reasons. From there, I started making games every year to hold my craft and explore the passion that I had for geometric shapes. And that gave rise to the IGF nominated Mr. Sun's Hatbox, which was again declined by default of digital. But that game got a lot of commercial and critical success. And now we are here in the present tense. Ball Pit, the brick breaking, the ball fusing, the base building, survival roguelike, a partnership with Evolver Digital. They finally got their together and they saw the potential of this beautiful game and its balls are done.
Okay, I'm done with this. I'm done. This is for the one game thing, which I thought was gonna be separate. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Anyways, I'm done with this. I'm done. I want to go eat food and stuff. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for the stream. To be honest, I kind of regretted doing this. Like, there were 8, I guess, announcements from the 8 announcements that I thought were cool from the Summer Game Fest, like actual main event. That was 2 hours. And then the Day of the Devs, I thought was actually better than the Summer Game Fest. I keep trying to say Game Awards. I think it was better until the very end, where it kind of like was just talking about sponsorships and thanks and all that stuff. Like, who cares? But besides that, I thought it was good. But it was kind of confusing how. Well, first of all, there was a lot of games that looked the same. There was a lot of, sponsorships. So I know that's how they make their money and whatever, and how they do it. But like, it's annoying. And also, before it said it wasn't going to be a continuation. The whole stream was going to be one continuation of, they just said Day of the Devs was the next thing. They didn't even say, like, during the Day of the Devs, like, oh, next up is this thing here. They didn't do that at all. And that's what it implied. It was 2 separate streams when I saw online before I did this. So, I don't know, man. It was kind of confusing. So overall, I kind of regretted doing this. Again, there were good stuff in the game, in the Summer Game Fest, Resident Evil, the Nickelodeon, Lego Party. Scott Pilgrim was hype. Really cool to see that. I still need to continue Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Where is it? I only played it for like 1 hour before Christmas when I got it. Also, there's Moonlighter, but yeah, Scott Pilgrim. And what was the other one? Resident Evil, Nickelodeon, Lego Party, Scott Pilgrim. There was the Cuphead looking one that was like 3D. The mixtape thing. What was the other 2? What was the other 2? Oh, the Muppet thing? The Muppet game? Looks really cool. And then what else was there? I tried to rewind the stream. The Sonic Racing. Anyway, whatever. I'm done. And then it had cool stuff in the Day of the Devs until the very end. So, oh my god. Anyway, so we tried to stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Though there's daily updates if we want to move the stream like we did today. Because otherwise, if we started at 6 p.m., this would only be a 20-minute stream. But we started 3.5 hours earlier because of this thing, which I kind of regret. So whatever. But yeah, daily updates for if I need to move it or cancel the stream or want to do an extra stream on like a weekend or something. Special thanks to Nillis Edom again for becoming a YouTube member in the $10 tier. I really appreciate it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. I will go now. I will say though that we will probably, I don't want to say guaranteed because my sleep schedule, but we will probably be back on Sunday at like 10 a.m. around that mountain time, I think, around that time, because so like it's gonna be an extra stream because there's the Xbox game showcase thing, which there's a lot of rumors that stuff is gonna be announced like Final Fantasy 7 and 16 for Xbox Series X and S. Persona 4 Remake apparently. I kind of want to check that out, you know. So we will probably be back then. Otherwise, we'll be back Monday, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And then also, you know, I talked about the Switch too. How I might be getting it sometime soon. So if that happens, then we'll do an extra stream. Or maybe we'll do it Monday. I don't know. We'll see. But at least expect, again, for some Monday. But we'll probably be back for Sunday. And maybe Saturday too. Why not? I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to like, subscribe. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, be sure to follow the channel. Play some Xenoblade. And I'll catch you all next time for more. Peace. I'm going to go eat and make a video. So, yeah. Bye, guys.